You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land. True Media Boxing Radio with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, man? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Boxing Radio, man. We back up in here, man. A lot of people don't know, who may be new to the channel. We doing a rebranding phase, so get my logos worked on right now. Coming with a different intro. Well, the intro gonna be kind of the same, but just the artwork is gonna be a little different, and so that's what we're doing. Kind of under the weather today, you know what I mean? So I got a lot of pressure, like a pressure right here. I got a headache, man. I got a massive headache. You know what I mean? But we gonna rock out. We gonna make it do what it do. You know, I can't. You know, you ain't gonna miss the show. You know what I mean? I look at y'all as family. You know what I mean? The family. So, you know, it is what it is. So if I don't see myself, you know what I mean? Don't worry about it. We gonna rock out. Shit, I remember that time I had COVID. Y'all remember I had COVID? I had lost my voice and everything, bro. And we did what we did. We did like two hours. Shit with COVID. I'm like, shit, that was one of my best shows. I couldn't really talk, but you know, we got through it, man. So it is what it is. Everybody going through something in life. You got people, man, who didn't wake up this morning. You got people, man, who got some bad news, you know, about, hey, man, they ain't got but so many days to live and this and that and yada, 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 yada. I think about that young man, think about that young brother, man, that I followed on Instagram. What that brother name is, man. I forgot his name. You know, he was born with some kind of disease, you know, kidney failure or something of that sort. And he was getting his limbs cut off to try to keep him alive. And the doctors told him he only had 10 days to live. And this guy was motivating. He was a motivational speaker. He was motivating people who had both of their legs, both of their arms, had their health, motivating them to keep going in life, keep pushing, even though his time was limited. He said, keep drinking water. Yeah, I drink a lot of water, as you can see. I drink a lot of water, man. That's all I do, drink water. But anyways, we ain't throwing no pity parades. Let's make it do what it do. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Y'all know me. I don't participate in the Victim Olympics. You know, it's people going through some real issues in life. But anyways, let's talk about boxing. Yesterday, we kind of got off topic. That was on me. That was my fault. I think I was kind of ranting yesterday. I went to my rant or whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, a lot of people over here in America, they really don't. Well, I can't say, yeah, you know what? The American boxing scene, I've been hearing people complaining, you know, talking about Showtime leaving and this is a sad day in boxing and all that stuff there. And it's not. Everything must evolve, right? We have to be more innovative. This kind of reminds me of, I remember back in the day before the social media era, like, I don't know if you guys know, I used to be an engineer. I went to Full Sail and I went to Full Sail and then I used to work. I used to work over there at a studio called Starboard Studios in Miami Gardens, right across the street from a strip club called Tootsie's, which is on 2nd Avenue and 183rd Street, and pretty much right down the corner on the left-hand side if you're going down. If you're going east, and worked at the Hit Factory in Studio B, which is upstairs. I used to interview a lot of rappers, a lot of artists back in the day. We're talking about 2010, 2011, 2012. I rap myself, all of that stuff, right? Got my own publishing company, Cross Fletcher Publishing, registered. I'm registered with ASCAP. Been with them since 1999. I remember SoundScan and stuff like that. I say all that to say this, things kept evolving, and artists and people in the business had to find more innovative ways in order to get noticed, in order to get recognized. This right here reminds me of kind of that era. Like, okay, look, Showtime, HBO gone, Showtime gone. Okay, so what? It's not a sad day. It's just that now, the fighters got to hustle a little bit more now. You got to hustle. You got to get on the grind. It remind me of back in the day when you used to have to like print flyers. You was an independent artist or you're a concert promoter. You had to print flyers and have a street team, and y'all get out there and flat foot hustle and post the posters up on the wall and on the walls and on the poles, the telephone poles, and all of that stuff there. It's like now, now of course I'm not saying you're doing that now, but now you gotta put the work in. You really gotta put the work in. You know what I mean? And that's just where it's at. And I think it's a good thing because it's going to separate the wheat from the tare. It's going to separate the wheat from the tare. Only the strong will survive what's going on right now. And if you don't know how to evolve, if you don't know how to evolve and take advantage of this great opportunity that's going on right now, you're going to be left behind. True. That's how I see it. Showtime going, okay, so what? It ain't a sad day to me. You know what I mean? All things must come to an end and all things must pass. Nothing stays the same. You know what I mean? Everything must evolve over a period of time. And now we're going through the evolution phase of what's happening. This is the streaming era. After streaming, it's going to be something else. And people are going to have to adjust and adapt. And as human beings do, that's what we do. We adjust and we adapt. That's what it is. True. It is what it is. That's what we do. We're gonna adjust and adapt. Shit, people still gonna be fighting. It's still gonna be a poor kid somewhere training to become a fighter that may be one of the top guys one day. It's still gonna be a kid from the suburbs that's training to become a fighter that's looking to get to the top one day. And they're gonna have to evolve, know how to market themselves, know how to understand. Like, you got to understand marketing. You got to understand marketing. You got to understand advertising. You got to understand, how to conduct interviews and stuff like that. It is what it is. Everything gonna be good. Everything gonna be Gucci. Shout out to Straight Drop. He say, any sightings since the one-sided ass whooping? Any Spence sightings? Not that I know of. I think Spence has been around. He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Now, but let's get ready to get into the show. Now, Inoue the Monster is fighting. A lot of guys online in America, they really don't. I remember when Inoue fought Stephen Fulton, a lot of people, oh man, that dude overrated. Oh, that dude ain't fought nobody. There was one guy on Twitter, you cannot make this up, and I think I saved it. Did I save it? He said that because listen, this is Wakanda nigga logic for you. How in the hell he gonna get prepared to fight a black fighter, a slick black fighter like Cool Boy Steph, but he ain't got no black sparring partners? That's so damn dumb. He ain't gonna be able to beat no Cool Boy Steph, who's a black man from Philly, and because he ain't got no black sparring partners. Like, bruh, the stuff that some of these Wakandas say is just so embarrassing. True. You know what I mean? Like, Marlon say Floyd hating on future Hall of Famer Devin Haney. Why would Floyd hate on Devin Haney? Devin Haney is nobody for Floyd to hate on. You know what I mean? Floyd helps a lot of these young fighters, help train them, help teach them stuff. A lot of these young fighters go to his gym in Vegas. The Devin Haney grew up around the likes of the Mike Tysons. He grew up around the Floyd Mayweathers, junior and senior. Like, why would Floyd Mayweather be hating on Devin Haney? Do you get what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe you can break that down. Maybe you can call the show and break that down for me, fam, and let me know. I don't see that at all. Now, the debate. Is Inoue worthy of the #1 pound for pound title if he becomes 2-time undisputed champ again? A lot of people are saying yes. We're going to do a poll on this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a poll on this right now. Start a poll. There's a lot of these guys in America. See, people say, man, boxing dead. Boxing is not dead. It might be dying in America. And a lot of times people think, Americans are so arrogant and so entitled. Yeah, man, if it ain't popping with us and we don't validate it, then it ain't popping. Bullshit. These niggas over here in America don't really watch boxing like that anyways, and they ain't nobody. Boxing is a global sport. It's doing what it's doing. It's been doing. Contrary to popular belief, it doesn't revolve around America. Those days are over with. It used to be a time where you had the Mike Tyson era and everybody had to come to America in order to get popping, get cracking, all that stuff there. Those days are over because there's new money that's involved in the sport, different countries, and they're able to put on big fights without even coming to America now. Boxing is a global sport, so these people have a dinosaur mindset. They thinking about, I remember after Ali and we had Tyson and HBO and Showtime. It's over. It's over. Now you don't have the diehard boxing fans too much anymore. You have more of the casual fan base, and the casual fan base is not enough to sustain the sport of boxing to the degree to where it's gonna push the sport. They're gonna come and go, right? They're gonna jump on the hot moment, the hot topic. Fighters today are different now. Fighters today paint their fingernails. Fighters today wear G-strings. Fighters today wear purses. Fighters today, they kiss boys. Fighters today, they dance on their homeboys. So it's just a different era right now. And the fan bases who support that are the ones who run in the yard, right? So you have the insane asylum. The inmates are running the insane asylum, right? So, I mean, that's just what it is. Now, is it enough to sustain? No, it ain't enough to sustain because those guys are going to come and go. The foundation is always going to be people who love the sport, but it's just the reality of the situation. I choose not to cry and whine about anything because bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining ain't going to change nothing. It never has. I'm going to always adjust. I'm going to always adapt. That's what I'm going to do. Always adjust, always adapt. And that's what it's all about. Life is about evolution. Now, Naoya Inoue is on a tear when it comes to the sport of boxing. This guy is currently, I think he's the number 2 pound for pound fighter in the world by a lot of different guys who keep track of pound for pound. I ain't talking about the casuals. I'm talking about just in the sport. We do know in America, you become pound for pound if you're popular. In America, the boxing scene today in America, if your fighter have a really good purse, you become pound for pound. If your fighter is a clown and a shit show on social media, like Rolly Romero, you can become pound for pound. If your fighter can wear earrings and wear lipstick and he's in the club popping bottles and drinking with the boys, you can become pound for pound. So in America, it's different now. The criteria that's going on with a lot of these social media boxing fans is very, if you're not doing any of those things, you're not pound for pound, right? That just in those guys' eyes. You become pound for pound in those guys' eyes without having a boxing criteria. There's no such thing as being pound for pound without having a boxing criteria, right? It's about the popularity. Who's litty? I got ice, Lambos, suicide doors. I got diamonds. I got this. I got that. I got more Instagram followers than you. That's just where we at right now. True. Just got to call it the way I see it. Shout out to my sister, Lisa Bells, man. It's always good to see my sister, man. I love sis, man. I love Lisa, man. Lisa been with me, but I think I had like 100 subscribers. Lisa been rocking with the old boy, man, and she's a vet in this game, man. Lisa, as a matter of fact, Lisa know more about boxing than probably 90% of these niggas that be online talking about facts. Want to argue and debate. Lisa bought a whole bunch of these niggas, but she just ain't with the argument though. So I get it. Now, as you guys know, Inoue the Monster, he's looking to become the 2-time undisputed champion in his 4th weight division come this December. Last December, a year ago, Inoue became undisputed. He became the undisputed by defeating Paul Butler in Japan in the bantamweight division. So he was undisputed, Ring Magazine, all of that, by defeating Paul Butler. That was his 3rd weight division, right? 3-division world champion, 3-division world champion, 1-time undisputed. Now he's in his 4th weight division. In his very next fight after that, Inoue moved up to Super Bantamweight to face American slick black fighter and unified champs, Super Bantamweight champ at the time, Stephen Fulton. Many people thought that Stephen Fulton would win a 12-round decision, all because he was a slick black fighter. Myself, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I say, man, I wasn't sure how Inoue would be able to, handle the footwork of a Cool Boy Steph. And I gave Cool Boy the benefit of the doubt. I didn't pick him because of skin color politics. I say, man, the only way I can see Cool Boy winning this fight, he ain't gonna knock Inoue out. I didn't see that at all, because we know he can't hurt nobody. He pillow fist for that division. But I say, he's very, very have really good footwork. But then I thought about it, right? I say, man, you know what, man? I really don't know, because Cool Boy's never been in the ring with someone like Inoue the Monster. So it was kind of a toss-up for me. I kind of edged it a little bit to Cool Boy, but I say, man, I didn't know, bro. Like that fight right there when Inoue fought Cool Boy Steph, bro. The way he beat Cool Boy, he made it look so easy. The way he did it, he made it look so easy. I say, God damn, I ain't never seen nigga motherfucking Cool Boy. Cool Boy was on the back foot trying to get somewhere. Shout out to my sister LaJessica. Shout out to Cooking with Sir Senior. Man, listen. Man, he did it so easy. I was like, man, it was a bad day. And dudes was talking about, yo, man, the Japanese dude, he overrated. And Cool Boy gonna do this and Cool Boy gonna do that. And they didn't know anything about Inoue. They just felt that, because Cool Boy was black, slick black fighter from Philly, that he was gonna beat the Japanese guy. And then when the Japanese guy beat him, they came up with all kind of excuses. But then 4 days later, we got the Crawford and Spence fight, and that made a lot of people forward their YouTube channels. You had people who broke up with their girlfriends. I was listening to this guy. I was listening to the Boston Boys. Shout out to Nestor Gibbs. He's a vet in the game. And this guy called the show, and he told Ness, he said, man, my wife said that if Crawford and Spence fought each other, if Crawford and Boots fought each other, she would lean towards Crawford to beat Boots. He was so upset. He said, man, she made me so mad that I refused to sleep in the bed with her that night. True. You can't make this up. Niggas not even sleeping with their wives over a fighter who they don't know. What you mean you ain't thinking the way I think? What you mean you don't see things the way I see things? What you mean that you don't have a monolithic thought process when it comes to what I like? You supposed to like the same thing. Like literally, you can't make this shit up. True. These are the type of men that we see in boxing today, online. Shout out to Bruce Gas in the building. They be internet gangsters thugging it out, shooting, hollering about what they gonna do when they sue a nigga and all that shit there. Yada. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to T Seals from the ATL. Now, hold on. If Inoue, hold on, guys. If Inoue, hold on. I will get to the super chat. Become 2-time undisputed. Will he become the number one pound for pound fighter in the world? Now, some people probably already got a number one, right? And again, there's no wrong answer to this. There's no wrong answer to this, right? You know what I mean? There's no wrong answer to this. Yes, let's see. Become number one. Hold on, guys. All right, and let's do this. Let's do this right here. Copy, paste right there. No. Inoue will not number one pound for pound. Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Y'all bear with me, man. Y'all know I'm sick right now. I ain't feeling good, so, man, I'm just slow. I'm moving slower than a motherfucker. Yes, Inoue become number one pound for pound. No, Inoue will not become number one pound for pound. All right. Let's say if Inoue become 2-time undisputed, this is in December. He said, will he become the number one pound for pound fighter in the world? Question mark. All right, that's it. We'll look at it. We'll look at it. I will address the super chats in a minute. Let me go ahead and read this. Finish my opening statement. As I said before, guys, last December, Inoue became the undisputed champion, bantamweight, super flyweight champion, bantamweight champion by defeating Paul Butler in Japan, right? In this very next fight, he moved up to super bantamweight and he faced American slick black fighter, Cool Boy Steph, and he beat him. We know he knocked him out. He stopped him, the TKO, right? Come to find, a lot of people thought that Cool Boy was just slick enough in order to, just squeak out a victory, right? Come to find out, Inoue wasn't having none of that, and he easily destroyed Cool Boy Steph via TKO stoppage. Now he's on a quest to become 2-time undisputed in only his second fight at super bantamweight. And I think he's only had 25 fights so far. So he had 25 fights so far, three division world champion, 3-division world champion, was pound for pound number one fighter in the world at one point. Probably be that again after he win in December. It'll probably be an overall consensus outside of the kind of niggas online. They don't know nothing about boxing. And he'll be 2-time undisputed, and this is his 4th weight division. So for me, some people may say, well, his 4th weight division, and look how fast he's doing it, that will put him number one over Crawford. And if you feel that way, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that at all. Because that guy is a bad mofo. He really is. That dude there with the smoke. This how you know how good he is. He was so good that people went to moving the goalposts. You'll know when a fighter is good when they start moving the goalposts for certain fighters. They'll tell certain fighter, well, no, okay, you ain't gonna beat that dude. But then after you beat that dude, now you beat Godzilla. Now, we want to see you move up and fight King Kong. And then after if you beat King Kong, we're gonna give you props. Then when you beat King Kong, now what you got to do now? You got to fight Mothra. So certain fighters are required to do more in the sport. When you are a great fighter, the usual suspects online will always move the goalposts while at the same time putting their favorite fighters in the witness protection program. True. That's when you know you're a great fighter, because they don't request this. So certain black fighters don't get requested to do certain things in order to prove their greatness, and other black fighters and non-black fighters are requested to do other things in the sport to appease a certain group of people online who don't know nothing, who don't know a check hook from a fish hook. You get what I'm saying? Now, Marlon Tapales is a tough Filipino fighter, and he's a tricky southpaw, but he lacks the knockout. He lacks that knockout punching power that Inoue has. Inoue is currently a minus 1,000 favorite to win this bout. He's a huge favorite. Currently, there's an overall consensus by a lot of the boxing pugilists out there, the top guys, not the niggas online. But currently, Terrence Crawford is ranked as the number one pound for pound fighter in the world by most media pundits and boxing aficionados, right? Inoue is a 4-division world champion and former undisputed bantamweight world champion, and he's currently unified at super bantamweight right now. Terrence Crawford is a 3-division world champion and 2-time undisputed world champion. Both men are ranked number 1 and 2 on the pound for pound list. If Inoue were to beat unified super bantamweight champion Marlon Tapales in December, should he be placed number 1 on everyone's pound for pound list? When I say everyone, I'm not talking about Wakanda. I don't take the Wakanda guys seriously because they know nothing about boxing. They do skin color politics, and they come in many different shapes and sizes. They black, they white, they Hispanic, they Asian. They're just different of them, right? Wakanda is a mentality, and they have a same mentality, right? They like the Borg. They have a groupthink mentality, right? So I will get to the super chats. So I'm not talking about those guys. Those guys don't count. Those are the guys that's going to be yelling, screaming, bitching, moaning, complaining, sending gun emojis, threatening you, telling you if they see you, they going to do this. Yeah, I'm 6'4", 220. And when I see you, you ain't going to do this, you ain't going to do that, while threatening you at the same time. Like, I ain't talking about them niggas. We ain't worried about them, right? Now, should he be placed number 1 over everyone's pound for pound list over Terrence Crawford? We'll do a poll on this question, which I just did, just to see what the fans think. Hate, like, share, subscribe, leave your comments below. Also, sign up for the newsletter. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Sign up for the newsletter, guys. That's so about if you receive any messages. If I go live or drop a video or whatever, you will receive a text message or an email from me letting you guys know that, hey, man, we just went live. Well, you got a new video. I dropped 2 videos a day today. So just to let you know that. So the newsletter is very important.
You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land. True Media Boxing Radio with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True. Shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What you say, Drew? Drew said I was there. I remember, Drew, you flew to Japan. Drew actually flew to Japan. He flew to the land of the rising sun. He said, I was there live, and the Inoue showed what a slick Asian fighter looks like against a slick black fighter. Inoue was so much slicker and athletic than Fulton. Yeah, you know what? That dude, listen, that dude got lightning fast speed, bro. Like, his footwork is crazy. Listen, that dude, bro. Hey, Drew, I say this motherfucker cheating. I thought he was cheating. I said, this motherfucker here cheating, man. This motherfucker looking like a Super Saiyan. Look like he, even though, you know, because we do know they had the Japanese animation over there, you know, Dragon Ball Z. I said, this motherfucker look like Vegeta. He looked like he turned into a Super Saiyan, right? It looked like I saw his hair stick up, and I saw like the hair turn gold, and he threw a jab at Cool Boy Steph. He jabbed into the body and made him drop his hands for that split second. He was setting it up since the first round. He made him drop the jab for that split second, right, Drew? And then after that, he came up, you get, pow! He caught Cool Boy with a right cross. I was like, Lord have mercy. He caught him with a right cross, and then Cool Boy went back. He was faltering, and then he came flying like Superman. He leaped in the sky with a flying left hook. I thought he was from the clothesline. I'm like in wrestling, right? That man was flying through the sky. I say, man, this man, come on, man. This man is a cartoon character on Dragon Ball Z. He don't ate one of them sensu beans. They need to test that man for sensu beans. True. I said, God, this motherfucker flying through the sky.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
This motherfucker flying. Like, what kind of shit this is? I say, man, oh, Lord have mercy. Listen, I got a call from Jim Crow Joe. Jim Crow Joe called me on the phone. He called on the phone, right? Who the fuck this is, man? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Who the fuck calling me 3 o'clock in the morning? Yo, man, hello? Hello? Yeah, man, who is this? This is Jim Crow Joe Biden. Okay, Joe, what's up, baby? What's happening? What Kamala Harris at? Oh, she's in the back office somewhere giving somebody some head. Oh, okay, all right, I want to do that. Oh, yeah, what's going on, Joe? Look, Coach, we have, this is a matter of national security. Well, Jim Crow Joe, what's up, baby? What's happening? What, you trying to pass another crime law again to keep niggas locked up? No, I already got niggas locked up. Niggas already doing what they gonna do. We already got that locked. That ain't going nowhere. Listen, we have a weapon. Japan has, they are ally. You know, even though we did bomb them with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, we did bomb them. But hey, listen, they have this weapon of mass destruction that we need to abstract from Japan. His name is Inoue the Monster. Joe, it's 3 in the morning, man. Like, what do you mean? Hold on. Yes, honey. I'm on the phone with Coach Malachi. Wait a minute, babes. I gotta change my diaper. Wait, Coach, I'll call you back. I'm gonna send the National Guard your way. Send the Department of Homeland Security. We need to abstract the weapon of mass destruction. We can use him for future wars that we are starting all over the world. We are currently in a war with Russia, a proxy war through Ukraine. That's going according to plan. And now we got another war going on, you know, in the Middle East. So we're doing great with that, bombing kids, children, destroying buildings. But we need that weapon of mass destruction. All right, Joe, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. And so that's what I knew it was real. True. I said, this motherfucker here eating sensu beans, man. This motherfucker flying through the sky. Shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I have a new weight number 1, but if Usyk beats Fury in December, he's the king because that jump from cruiserweight to heavyweight is harder. You know what? That's the thing, right? You'll probably have whatever order you want to have it in. Like, you can have, Crawford, a new way, Usyk. You can have a new way, Usyk, Crawford. You can have a new way, Crawford, Usyk. Just however, you know what I mean? If Usyk were to beat Tyson Fury, if that fight go down, I won't believe it till I see both of the men in the ring. But if that's the thing. Like, we'll have 3 guys that's undisputed. You know what I mean? So that's good. That's real good. But you get what I'm saying, Drew? Like, I really like it.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
All right, we're finna get ready to get into the show, man. But before we do, we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. And shout out to everybody in the chat. We got over 337 people in here, and we don't have enough likes. We don't have enough likes. I'm gonna drop the phone lines anyways, but anybody that's sitting there hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, Riley. Where my dog Riley at? Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck those socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
It is what it is, man. And shout out to Gloria Day and the Fabulous Set Trips.
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play.
We don't play.
You ain't heard. They be tripping.
We be tripping.
So they swerving on.
Swerve on.
No faking and no snitching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust.
Niggas gonna bust.
Yeah, man, we back up in the BIBI, man. We're going to drop these phone lines. We got 336 people. We need 200 likes. Let's get the likes over 200. We need 80 more likes. Let everybody know how many likes we need. And then I'm going to drop these phone lines anyways. That dude right there, bad boy, man. That dude, the motherfucker, man. Bro, literally, I've seen like maybe 6 of this guy's fights. Of course, I seen him fight Nonito Donaire twice. Who else I saw him fight? I think Jason Maloney. He fought Jason Maloney. I think Jason Maloney from Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Emmanuel Rodriguez, of course, Cool Boy Steph. Paul Butler, of course, I did see that. What's another dude he fought? He fought a dude named McDonald too, I think. Some dude named McDonald I saw. And it's like this guy right here. The first fight with him and Nonito Donaire, that was a hell of a fight. He overcame adversity in that fight. I think he had like a broken orbital bone. I think he had had a broken orbital bone. Like that first fight, that was fight of the year right there. That was fight of the year. And again, that was a hell of a fight. That was a hell of a fight, that first Nonito Donaire fight. Now, when they fought the second time, he ran through him like Nimrod, and he still won by unanimous decision. He still won by UD, but he went through hell. That dude had a broken. I want to say he had a broken orbital bone. He had a broken orbital bone, and he was still taking the crown to Nonito. They was going at it. True. Second fight, man. They were like, man, you ain't had no business. You ain't had no business in this ring, bro. Like the second fight, you ain't had no business in the ring. That motherfucker is fast. That motherfucker is quick. He say Lil Pacquiao. I can't call him Lil Pacquiao because he got something that Pacquiao ain't have. He got some hell of a punching power. Like that dude right there got some hell of a punching power, bro. Like for him to be so small, and then again, what gets me is you have people talking about, yeah, you know, the same niggas, the same what kind of niggas. They like, you know, yeah, man, you know, well, he ain't really. Of course, they picked Steph to beat him. Then when they beat Steph in this fourth weight division, four, right? Then they said, well, he need to move up to 135 and fight a 135 pounder from Baltimore named Tank. I said, okay, cool. If you want him to move up to fight Tank at 135, why don't you have Tank move up to 147 and fight Boots? You get what I'm saying? That's the equivalent of what you're saying. Hold on now. We ain't talking like that there now. We ain't going that far. Oh, okay, so it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. You get what I'm saying? So, like I tell you, these guys move the goalposts, so they, you know, it's crazy to me. I'm like, the dude, this is his fourth weight division. Like, you know, why do you have rules for certain fighters that you don't like the Crawfords, like the Haneys, like the Inoues? You know, you have rules for certain fighters that you don't like, but when it's a fighter that you do like, you don't have that same energy. True. I mean, I'm telling you, but these old goalpost moving ass niggas, man. Let me go ahead and drop these phone lines, man, right quick, man. Before we do, we're gonna go to a short station identification break. Once we do that, we're gonna drop the phone lines. We're gonna make it do what it do.
What's my name?
My name is nobody, and I don't live nowhere, and I don't know nothing. I don't know because I know that you gon' tell God on Jesus, kiss a Judas, silver pieces, monkeys acting in the monkey show. Gangsta monster killer, silverback. Where is your rap sheet? The truth never explains. Moving fast, thinking slow. Dummy clown, silly Billy, need a hug. Thugs on drugs, monkeys acting in the monkey show.
This dude say Tank fighting Boots is not the equivalent of Inoue fighting Tank. How is it not? He said Boots has more skill than the switch hitter. Boots has more skill than who? That is the equivalent. Inoue is just as skilled as any fighter on the planet Earth. Tank Davis is just as skilled as any fighter on the planet Earth. It is the equivalent. But see, but you get what I'm saying? He said it's not the equivalent. But you guys get what I'm saying? This dude right here, Eric, say that's not the equivalent. So what are you saying? You get what I'm saying? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You know, so these guys, these some hell of a guys, man. These some hell of, ooh, Lord have mercy. Boy, I get it. Trust me, I get it. Lord, I get it.
You wanna talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Trap Media said it's not equivalent because Tank and Inoue the same height, same reach, but Tank stops Boots. Tank stops Boots. Okay, all right. These are the same guys that say that Tank can knock out Terrence Crawford. So you can't have it both ways, right? 1 minute you say, well, Tank can move up 147, knock Crawford out. Crawford is bigger, longer reach, all that stuff there. You say you'll knock him out. Oh, but it's different than fighting Boots. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. But anyways, I don't even want to talk about him. Anyway, please participate in the poll. I get it. Phone lines are open. Call the show and defend your position, please. I want to hear y'all niggas playing this shit. Caller, what's your name when you call it from?
Man, you already know. It's inevitable. It's D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore. Facts!
D-Block, talk to me, fam.
Coach, I got one thing to say, man. We already know that Terrence Bud Crawford deserves to stay at number one. What he did was dismantle the man from Dallas, DeSoto, wherever the hell he's from, New York. He made him look bad, Coach. I mean, did you see that face?
Yeah.
Did you see the face?
Yeah, he destroyed him.
I mean,
destroyed him. Yeah.
You know, you got to give props to Fulton. He came out looking like Fulton. He still came out the same. So when you see the skills and the power and the ferocity of those punches that Mr. Bud Crawford from Nebraska, of course, Mr. Bud, we saw how he did. He brought the wrath to Errol Spence Jr. So, of course, even if Inoue gets this undisputed twice, there's only one man that did it first. We did it first. And that's Bud Crawford. And I feel like Bud should be a boxer of the year. What you got to say with that?
I think the WBO made him fighter of the year. He was supposed to have 2 fights this year, but of course Showtime folded.
That's okay.
I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't have a problem if Inoue were to win because he's a 4-division world champion, one more than Bud.
Yeah.
And if he was to come undisputed,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be upset if he's number one pound for pound over Bud. I wouldn't even trip over that at all because I looked at Inoue, I look at Bud, I look at Alexander Usyk. These are great fighters. All of these guys are great fighters, and I'm not even talking about the women. We got quite a few great fighters in the women's boxing, but just the men. These guys when they fight people, you know,
they're real.
They destroy top guy. Like whoever's supposed to be the top guy, you know, that people were hyping up, they destroy these guys. So that's what makes you. That's what makes, you know, that's what I look at. I was, you know, the way the dude was flying through the air and shit, the way he did Cool Boy Steph, I was like, God damn, man, he did this dude. God damn, he did Cool Boy Steph dirty, boy. I'm like, man, Lord have mercy.
That looked like one of them Rocky movies. He just got, you know, when you say like, God damn, they ain't supposed to fly like that, but shit, it's a movie. But he made him fly, man. I mean, but anyways, Coach, I want to tell you something, man, and I want to be real with you. You know, when I come with you, Coach, you know I come with facts, but I come with facts with hate. Now, I got something to pick, and I know you had Dougie with us. You know, they ran Dougie out.
Yeah, no, hold on. I'm snitching.
Go ahead, Coach.
I'm snitching. I'm snitching today. They didn't run Dougie out. It was Food Revolution. It was Blast.
My bad.
It was Blast.
Yeah, it was Blast.
I think Nick Rich was here. They ran the Tenderonis, ran Dougie Fisher off. Doug don't even come on no more, man. The man won't pick up my phone calls. The man, you know, the man come like, come on, man.
But,
y'all ain't have to do the man
Coach,
like that.
But Coach, we gotta love the Tenderonis. They kept D-Block, so they know what they talking about. They know who to get rid of.
Yeah, they did keep
D-Block. And they know who to keep. You know, D-Block, they know I come with facts. And this is what I'm leading to. I ain't trying to take up your time, but shit, this is what I'm leading to. And now I know why the Tenderonis, they got that spidey sense. Because they know when somebody's a fake and someone's a real G. Like D-Block's a real G. And Dougie, even though I respect you, but it looks like your company fake. I just got through looking at the Ring magazine right now. And I just said, I looked at the bottom. I want to see who's at the bottom. They got Lomachenko at 10. The white Jesus, white baby Jesus. And thank
white
God
Jesus.
they still got him there.
White Jesus himself.
White Jesus. Why? He could do no wrong. He could walk through water. And then we got, but Coach, this is the problem.
What's that?
He got Hank Davis ranked in the pound for pound ranking at number 9. Can you believe the blasphemy? Just the ignorance. I mean, I would say Dougie was drinking while he was under, you know, in back of the wheel or driving back of the. I mean, I don't know what's going on over there at Ring Magazine, but back in the day, it was never like that.
No, he explained, but he explained it though when he was on the show. He said that you have guys who participate in the votes. Quite a few of them, a good group of them, are never boxed before, whatever. But there's different variations that go into who they put in there. You know, sometimes it's skill, sometimes it's drawing power, sometimes it's popularity. He says some fighters get in the top 10 for popularity, you know, and stuff like that. And so, I mean, it is what it is. The criteria to get on the pound for pound and ring, how it used to be in the past, those days are over. It's a new era now. Yeah.
But Coach, look at the list. The list is legit. It's a real list. I mean, you look at the top 10. I mean, top 9 or top 10 out of 9, whatever that, except for Tank Davis. And it's legit. It's real. It's like as real as you're going to get as a picture to this day. I mean, this is what we got. These are the top guys. But Tank Davis, you know, I got so pissed off. I emailed Dougie right now. I put me an exclamation point. What is going on in Ring Magazine? Why you got Bobblehead in rank number 9? This is blasphemous to all the real boxing people that we love our sport. Now, he didn't email me back yet, but I'm waiting for that email. And hopefully, Coach, he got some explaining to do to me and the community. And hopefully he gives me facts. D Block, D Town, DCDVille,
Shout out D-Block.
Baltimore stand up.
Well, you know, I mean, you can't. I mean, that's not necessarily Dougie though. That's not Doug though. You know what I mean? Like right now, this is what they got on the pound for pound list. Right now they have Terrence Crawford. He's number 1, according to the ring. Inoue number 2. The question is now these two guys are going to be fight for Undisputed. I'm not sure about Usyk right now because Tyson Fury, he reserves the right to change his mind at any given time. So we don't know if this fight is official until Tyson Fury actually gets in the ring. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You know, what any reporter or anybody that say online, if I don't physically see Tyson Fury in the ring, I'm not believing it's happening until I physically see it. I don't care what Barb Arum say. Carla, hold on. I don't care what Frank Warren say. We're dealing with Tyson Fury. Until I physically see the Gypsy King in the ring with Usyk, I'm doubting it. I'm doubting it all the way until I see this. But now, you got Crawford number 1, Inoue number 2, Usyk number 3. If Usyk can, and he has the ring belt, so if he can beat Tyson Fury, which is a tall task, you know what I mean? But if he can beat him, there's an argument for why he should be number 1. If Inoue was to win, 4 division world champions and become undisputed again, there's an argument why he should be number 1. So I'm not going to trip on these first 3. Canelo number 4, I think Canelo was in the right spot number 4. I think he's in the right spot number 4. But then everything else is pick 'em, right? Well, they got Tank number 8, they got Devin number 7, Spence number 6, Bivol number 5. They have Teofimo Lopez number 9 and Lomachenko number 10. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? This is Coach Eddie from ATL. What's happening, brother?
Coach Eddie, talk to me, fam.
Yes, sir. This is a very good question today, and I like to explain my position. I don't really think it is a debate. I believe Terrence Crawford is the number 1 fighter pound for pound, even if the monster wins his next fight. And the reason why I say that because he talk about his 4 weight classes. You could literally drink a bottle of water and be in another weight class when you're that small. Because I mean, you basically got 3 pounds. You go from 108, I think, to 112, to 115, to 118.
Yeah,
like 2 or 3 pounds, 3 pounds between weight classes.
Right.
So that ain't really, that's not much. And on that, Terrence Crawford got 40 fights. The monster got 25.
Yeah,
he got 15 more opportunities. He went out there and proved himself. That means 15 more times he could have got his head knocked off, and he didn't. He done beat the better guys, you know.
Do you look at it? Do you look at? I don't mean to interrupt you, brother, but do you look at it also as most of Terrence Crawford's career, like when he first started out, he was not a highly regarded fighter. Like there was fights he took at the last minute, fights that he was underdogs in quite a few fights that he won. Just early in his career, so he really got it from the mud. It just depends. Like for me, I don't. If Inoue is going to be number 1, I don't have an issue with that. Because all of these guys are great fighters. For me, there's not a wrong answer in my opinion. It's not a wrong answer. But go ahead, brother. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're right about that. But like I say, I think with Terrence Crawford, he didn't have the look that they was looking for.
Yeah, he didn't have the look.
He might have had the complexion they was looking for.
Yeah.
Because you remember one time they had Lomachenko over him, and he had already had 1 loss. They were 12 fights, something like that. Yeah, he was over Terrence Crawford.
That was 2017.
So
yeah, I remember that.
So I just can't knock my brother out. I just spot that he been putting it. We done seen Terrence Crawford put in work. Terrence Crawford is the OG. This kid, a lot of guys just not heard about this kid last year. Now all of a sudden they act like they've been following the man his whole career. But that's a lie. I just found out about the guy last year. So I ain't been following the man, but we have been following Terrence Crawford. We seen what kind of work he put in. He an OG. But he deserved that spot, in my opinion. Like I said, he got more fights. He beat the better opposition. And like I said, you that small, you can literally drink a bottle of water and be in another weight class, Coach. And like I said, that's just my position right there. But like I say, the monster is a good fighter. Yeah. So no disrespect. But like I say, I like Terrence Crawford in that spot.
All right, shout out to Coach Eddie, man. Thank you, brother, for calling, man, sharing your point of view. Salute, fam. ATL, stand up. ATL, stand up. Bro, I'm looking at this powerful. Shout out to Jack, dropping that $2 super chat. He said 108 to 122 is 14 pounds, 135 to 147 is 12 pounds. Okay. It's also a combination of things like level of competition, this and that, yada 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 yada. The thing is, Coach Eddie said something. He said, "Man, I just heard a lot of people ain't never heard of Inoue until last year. He just found out about him. And I think that's the issue. A lot of guys online, they didn't even know who this guy was. They just finding out about him. And they're using that base to see, that's how they're making their criteria. It doesn't mean he's not a great fighter. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie from New York, talk to me.
Coach, I spoke to you about this 2 weeks ago. I brought it up.
No, you did.
And,
you said you got Inoue being number one.
Yes. And I'm going to repeat it, but there's more information. I like what Coach Eddie did. That's the reason I'm calling, because I wanted to mention Bud does have more fights. I got to give him credit for that. I also want to give credit to Inoue. He skipped. He tried to do a Charlo. He also moved up 2 weight classes. When he skipped 115, he jumped from 112 straight to 118. That's 2 weight classes. To me, that's harder to do. We got to give him, credit for that too. So that's 5 weight classes. But he's 1-4. So he won 4 classes. So again, I got Crawford at number 1 right now. I mean, he did beat up a guy that was on a pound for pound list.
Beat a pound for pound fight. Yeah.
Yes, he did. Inoue has not done that. I believe that Crawford also has fought the better fighters. Okay. But again, Inoue wins in the second weight classes. I'm going to put him at number 1. Again, he's won at 4 weight classes. He's won at 4 different weight classes. He skipped 1, so that's really 2 jumps. And also, oh my God, I lost. All right, never mind. But coach, but also Spence turned out to be a hype job. But that's not Crawford's fault. I'm not going to shit on him for that accomplishment. He beat the living crap out of him. So. But yeah, man, to me, they're neck on neck, coach. I mean, either way, even Usyk, that too. Whoever's bringing him up, that's a solid point, because the man is they're all doing their work, man. You know what I'm saying? They're putting in the work, man. So either way, you're not wrong. But again, for me, Inoue, he comes undisputed in the second weight class, coach. I got to put him at number 1, man, because he's done more.
What I do also is I look at the level of competition that they fought as well. So that has to factor in it as well. And when you do these kind of lists, you have to do it with people who are educated about the sport. You can't do a pound for pound list with the casual because because you got to have people who are educated about the sport, who are more well versed about the types of fighters who are fighting around the world, the type of competition that they fought, and how good they really are and stuff like that. Somebody like a Boxing Gyms, someone like a Ring Jules or Ring Magazine, Ring IQ, someone like a D-Style, whatever. Like some of those guys, they very another guy. What's my main man name? What's my main man name out of the UK? I forgot his name, but I got you, Jamie, man. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling, man.
Yeah, but coach. Real quick, I do give the edge to Bud because I'm not sure if they're the better fighters, but they were better known fighters. You know what I'm saying? They have, being that he's fought, fighting in America and stuff. But Bud to me has the better resume. But again, Inoue, he wins again in the second weight class, man. Undisputed, he's done more. An extra weight class and 5 weight classes. He skipped 1. I got to give him credit for that. That's my call. Thank you, coach.
Yeah, salute, fam. Yeah, that's another thing, though. He skipped the weight division. He skipped 115. So that could be looked upon as a knock against him. Like, why he ain't go to 115? Bud ain't skipped no weight divisions. He went from 135 to 140, 140 to 147. So some people can make that argument as well. Again, there is no wrong answer. There is no wrong answer to me. There's no wrong answer to me in my opinion. So that's how I see it. There's no wrong answer, man. I like all of those guys, them top guys, that top 3, my favorite fighters. Because I've watched these guys, I watched their careers, and they some bad boys, in my opinion. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, coach? This is M1, man.
M1, talk to me.
What's up? Yo, that's a hard one, coach. You know what I'm saying? With Inoue, I like all of them, man. They all good. You know what I'm saying? And and honestly, this is why I started disliking PBC, because I used to like PBC before. But when they started shitting on Crawford and they didn't give him the fights, because if they would have given him the fights, he would have definitely been way above Inoue. but they shitted on him with the fights. He couldn't, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't get his record up, the way he was supposed to. It's a hard one for that.
Okay, all right. Well, shout out to M1 man from the BH, man. Salute to you, fam. Thank you, brother. Hey, shout out to hold on, we got another one right here. Caller, what's your name when you calling from? Martin from Oakland, talk to me.
Yes, Coach. I think in this situation we're pretty much splitting hairs because these are two elite fighters, future Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
And it's one of those situations where if Inoue does become undisputed in the second weight class, it puts him over Crawford, but not by much. I'm talking about, if you got 100 votes, that's like 51 to 49. It's basically like temporarily passing the mantle over to Inoue until Crawford fights, then he takes it right back. Especially if he ends up fighting, someone like a Tim Tszyu or even a title holder at 160, then you got to give it back. I just think you can't, deny the guy on the basis of, well, I don't follow those divisions. I don't know who his opponents are. You can't use ignorance as a defense to knock the next man's career because ultimately when it comes to boxing, especially top-ranked fighters, everybody has a few, who the hell is that guy on their resume? Or, somebody who really wasn't on that. So we can't just nitpick and be like, oh, Maloney wasn't shit, this guy wasn't shit, that guy wasn't shit, because everybody has those. Floyd, Canelo, Crawford, everybody. So my thing is, it's like 1A, 1B, in my opinion. And if Usyk ends up beating Fury and becoming undisputed, then you got to give it to him, without question.
All right, shout out to Martin, man, from Oakland. Salute, fam. And see, this is the thing, right? The reason why I feel it's not a wrong answer, in my opinion, because you're gonna have some people make their decisions based on they don't really know. Like Coach Eddie, I don't really know much about Inoue. So if you don't know much about the fighter, you really can't really make an educated pick on this particular guy because you don't know much about him. You haven't even heard of him until last year. You haven't followed his career. So I do get that as well. This is why I say it's really not a wrong answer. All three of them are great fighters. It's like saying, okay, you had a choice to pick, and this is somebody in my era. You had a choice. Listen, you like Tony Braxton. You like 1994 Tony Braxton. You want the 90s Tony Braxton. You want 1997 Beyonce, who came out with the Destiny's Child. Who you like? Who better? Who better between the three? We ain't really talking about. Okay, who better between the three from a singing standpoint? Mariah Carey, Beyonce, or Whitney Houston in her prime. You get what I'm saying? We talking about three phenomenal singers. Or who you like better? You like Angela Winbush, which is one of my favorite fighters. One of my favorite singers, Anita Baker, or Sade. You get what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. Well, she number one, and we can make an argument for all of them, but all of them are great. You get what I'm saying? You may have to break it down with who got more hits. Okay, and then you're going to have to look into that. Okay, what's the circumstances of this person having more hits than the other one? Did the machine get behind this one to really push this one to make them get over the top? It's just a lot of different things that, I feel like it's not a wrong answer. Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Who's the number one rapper? Is it Tupac, Biggie, or Jay-Z, or is it Jay-Z, Nas? Jay-Z, Nas, or Jada Kiss? You get what I'm saying? They're like all of them great. You get what I'm saying? Shout out, hold on, caller, hold on. He said I just text Doug to not email She Block back. Doug's and Steve pound for pound list has only 3 fighters: Inoue, Crawford, and Usyk. Okay, cool. Shout out to Pete Ark 22 dropping that $2 super chat. He said all the inactivity makes it hard to be a boxing fan. Okay, all right. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Wildfire calling from Cali.
Wildfire calling from Cali. Talk to me.
Yeah, my whole thing with the Inoue being over Crawford, I can't give it to him. Mm-hmm. Although 2-time undisputed is great,
being the second man to do that in the 4-belt era, my whole thing is, who did they beat for their second undisputed? Or even in the list along the way, and Crawford beat another pound-for-pound fighter on the list, regardless of what people want to say, or it was one-sided. He beat a pound-for-pound fighter on the list. Anyway, I think he's fighting a dude who has 3 losses. He's been stopped twice already. I don't expect nothing more than, a one-sided show as well. But, like I said, I think that's what gives me Crawford the edge. His man was on pound-for-pound list. And anyways, dude, I don't know where he at. That's it for me, Coach.
That you know what, Wildfire from Cali, that's a valid point. Salute, fam. Yeah, like that's a valid point. You beat a pound for pound guy. Errol Spence was a pound for pound guy. I mean, D Block said that Errol Spence was a hype job, and I won't go as far to say he was a hype job. I say he been in a bunch of setup fights. I will say that he's been in setup fights that were tailor made for his style prior to the accident or after the accident. Right? Doesn't matter. I mean, I had Crawford beating him any version of Errol Spence. Any version didn't matter to me. But it's not Crawford's fault that the fight didn't get made. You know what I mean? It is what it is. When years ago, they should have made that fight happen years ago. Very similar to the Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight. That fight still ain't happened yet. Both of those guys are defeated. Don't have any belts anymore. Carla, hold on. But anyways, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, if you don't know much about the fighter, then you really don't know how to judge it. You're probably going to go more with the fighter who you know more of, right? You're more familiar with Crawford, so you'll probably have him number one. And one brother made an argument in the chat. He said Crawford was the first one to become undisputed in the welterweight division in the 4-belt era, right? And he beat a pound-for-pound fighter in Errol Spence. That carries a lot of weight. That carries a whole lot of weight. Because, how many pound-for-pound fighters this dude beat? How many number one guys, undefeated champions this guy beat, or whatever. So all of that plays a lot of weight. Like what's your criteria? You get what I'm saying? And when you break it down like that, that's a valid argument. You ain't gonna get no argument from me on that. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland back, Coach.
Martin from Oakland 2 times.
Yeah, Coach. In defense of Inoue, when Manny Pacquiao got beat by Floyd, nobody talking about, Manny got like 6-7 losses, been knocked out twice. Mm-hmm. Don't matter. They still count. A win is a win. Mm-hmm. All that says is in those lower weight classes, the best have to fight the best. Right. There's no ducking. There's no running. There's no marinating. The man is a champion for a reason. Mm-hmm. A unified champion for a reason. As far as Spence being on the top 10 pound for pound, let's face it. First off, popularity contest. Secondly, 147 has always been a glamour division, so they get way more exposure. So if you got a decent little record, they're going to put you up there. And, Crawford exposed them. Basically showed, hey, all the wins, they don't mean a damn thing because they were against average, above average fighters. He didn't beat no elite fighters to get in that position. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to the Hall of Fame that Spence beat. Ain't nobody even getting a second look. So, you got to look at it like, okay, who in those lower weight classes besides Chocolatito have made the pound for pound? So for Inoue to fight another pound for pound fighter, it's next to impossible. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got to go back and look and see what Ring, who did Ring have as the pound for pound fighter years ago, right? That's what I have to look and see. Like, okay, where were these guys at in 2015? Where were they ranked? 2016, where were they ranked? You get what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah, most definitely.
Again, all I'm saying, all of these are great fighters. All of these are great fighters, and I'm just trying to look at everything as objective as possible. So, but all of these guys are great fighters, man. I got Bud number one. There's an argument. I had a friend of mine ask me. He said, "Well, what if Inoue win? 4-division world champion, unified champion, 2-division undisputed, and how you see that? And then look how many knockouts he have, and this and that." And I mean, there's an argument either way, but a lot of people in America don't know who Inoue is. So, again, a lot of those people said that Inoue was said that he ain't fought nobody. He's a hype job. He overrated.
Yeah.
So
Coach, but here's the crazy part. This is how amazing Crawford and Inoue are. Other than Canelo, they're 1 and 2 as far as title fights, title defenses, knockouts in title fights. I mean, they're alone. Those title fights is enough to get these cats in the Hall of Fame first ballot. And that's what a lot of people knocking Inoue don't even know. is that man's like 18-0 in title fights. The guy fought for a belt. I want to say it was his third or fourth fight. Been knocking everybody out ever since. Yeah, he got 25 fights, but damn near 20 of them return fights. So that got to count for something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, well, shout out.
Yeah,
Listen, man.
all I got, Coach.
All right, shout out to Mark from Oakland. Salute, fam. Hey, Knockdown 305. What you say, fam? You said you can't see the poll. The poll is right here, fam. The poll is right here. Here go the poll right here. It's right here to the right. You see my arrow? See my arrow moving right here? This is the poll right here. So we have 260 votes right now, and 260 votes right now, and it's close right now. It's 260 people participated in the poll, so it's right there, fam. If you can't see it, I don't know why you can't see it, but it's there, because people are voting, people are participating in the poll. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? It's Drew.
Drew, what's going on, fam?
Hey, Coach, you was right though, Coach. You have to have a aficionado talk pound for pound list, because pound for pound, it was started as only one guy, so you don't need to have 10 people on a list. Like my pound for pound is Inoue, Crawford, Usyk. That's it. Those are the only 3 guys that fully dominate guys.
Yeah.
And Colin's bringing up these nonsense of like, well, who is Spence? Was this? Spence ain't no Hall of Famer. I know Nonito Donaire is the first ballot Hall of Famer in multiple divisions, and that's who Inoue beat. What Hall of Famer has Crawford beat? And I love Crawford. I've been to his fights. I've been to Inoue's fights. Inoue has beaten more champions, and he's beaten a first ballot Hall of Famer. So, and he's going to fight twice this 1 year. I'm not giving fighter of the year to a guy that only fights once a year. I can't do that. I don't care who it is.
Yeah,
and
that's a valid argument. Crawford,
and
Crawford
so like I said,
how many Hall of Famers he fought?
Because at the end of the day, Coach, when they're giving their Hall of Fame speech, no one's going to say like, well, what was this guy doing at the time Crawford beat him? They're just going to be like, oh, that's on his resume. He beat that guy. Same thing with Inoue. Yeah. So all that stuff really don't matter. Inoue is going 2-time undisputed, going for it. Usyk's going for it. Crawford's already done it. But you
don't look at Danny Garcia as a Hall of Famer or Sean Porter or Usyk.
None of those guys are Hall of Famers, Coach.
Alexander Usyk or Carlos Ocampo.
Usyk's the first ballot.
Guys? Carlos Ocampo.
Nobody on Spence's resume is going to be the Hall of Fame. Spence is not even a Hall of Famer. Spence is in one division. Everybody knows he ducked Crawford for all them years, so it's a good win because we all knew it was going to happen, Coach. But hell, fucking David Evanesian gave Crawford a tougher fight than fucking Mr. DeSoto. So how can we say who the fuck has Inoue beat when we see Arrow's resume and we see other guys that, you know how the hypocrisy, Coach, you know all the guys that criticize Crawford's resume, say he ain't never fought nobody, now saying he's number one because he beat Spence, but the guys that Crawford beat before Spence put up a tougher fight than Spence. Doesn't make no damn sense. Naoya Inoue has a first ballot Hall of Famer, multi-division champ, Nonito Donaire on his resume. Tough fight the first fight. Second fight, he ran right through him, Coach. Ran through him. Crawford, it's just, we're going to switch the fighter every fight, though, Coach, because Inoue is going to run through this guy, and then if Crawford gets another fight, he runs through that guy. So we're just going to be flipping a coin every time. But right now, for me, it's Inoue, just because the utter dominance and he, just the American xenophobia. They really thought that just because a guy was from America, he's from Philly, slick, he down with the culture, that he was just going to run through a little Chinaman. Like they were saying. They were saying that all over Twitter, Coach. And what happened?
But he's not from
China.
Motherfucker. But he's not from China.
Exactly. That motherfucker had the fucking fist of Hiroshima and fucking whooped that boy.
Was Cool Boy Steph a pound for pound fighter?
Hey, some people had him on his list.
Yeah.
Some people had him on his list. Unified champ.
Yeah.
It's subjective. Yeah, like me, my pound for pound list, it's always been one or two or three guys, because not everybody is dominating other guys like that. Like even like people say Canelo. Like Canelo's a great fighter. Canelo's not on the level of Usyk, Inoue, and Crawford. Not at all, Coach. He don't be fucking blanking dudes like that.
Yeah, he don't dominate. He don't dominate guys like that. Yeah, you're right.
No, but that's my call, Coach. Hell of a show. Super chat all day. Y'all hit the like button. No more back end monies. And Coach, I want to say gracias to Al Hamon, because that's our Lord and Savior.
All right.
I'm on.
Shout out to Drew, man. LA send up, West Coast. Yeah. See, this argument goes everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Drew gave his point of view, how he see things, but someone else may say, hey, look, man, well, I don't value them dudes who Inoue was fighting. Them dudes wasn't all of that, and this and that. And let's go back and look at it. And this is a good. I mean, this is a good topic. It's a good topic because it makes you have to analyze and really look and see who fought who, where they was at. You get what I'm saying? So, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Joe from New Orleans.
Joe from New Orleans. Talk to me.
Hey, I heard the last dude say just because Inoue was fighting more than once a year, just because somebody fight more than once a year doesn't mean anything. Because when Crawford was 25, by the time Crawford was 25-0, he was fighting more than once a year too. Matter of fact, he was fighting 3 times a year.
That's true.
So you can't say that just because he fighting more than once a year. And besides, this dude was 25-0. Well, Crawford is like, what, 40-0, 39-0?
Yeah, 40.
Come on, man, that's way more fights.
Yeah.
And Crawford fought way more champions than Inoue. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He fought a pound for pound dude. He three division weight champ, 2-time undisputed, first-time welterweight. He already a Hall of Famer. He about to move up to light middleweight. Dude, I don't understand the argument. I really don't.
No,
I really don't understand the argument.
You make a hell of a valid point right there, because you can sit back and say, okay, look, all right, Inoue has 25 fights right now. This is going to be his 26th fight. Okay, and then when Crawford had 25, 26 fights, how did he perform against his first 25, 26 fighters versus Inoue? Was he knocking them out? Was he stopping them? What did he do? I don't think Crawford was as popular as Inoue was. Then Inoue is right now when Crawford had 25 fights. I don't think he was. So, literally, just now, people were saying, Crawford was really, he ain't fought nobody. He was kind of overrated, this and that, and yada, 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 yada. And it's like now, people now just recognizing how good this guy really is. Like, you can tell just how shocked people were when he beat Spence. Because people like, man, they didn't see that. They didn't, everybody thought that Spence was this Terminator and Crawford was too small and this and that and yada, 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 yada. And then he demolished this guy worse than he did Avenesian, worse than he did Jeff Horn, worse than he did One-Leg Benavidez, worse than he did the Mean Machine, worse than he did Sean Porter, worse than he did Amir Khan, Kell Brook, worse than he did what's my main man name? Hammer and Hank Lundy, like all of these guys and stuff like that. So
right.
Sometimes you look so good in front of a guy, it's like, oh man, he made it look too easy, so they'll chump the guy off. But sometimes somebody can just be that good, So it is what it is, man.
And then people don't put into accountability. Put it into account that Crawford was picked to lose against a lot of those dudes in the beginning, like Prescott and Delorme. Come on, man. And the way he got the fame, they picking him to win.
What's the wrestling dude name? He was in his prime at 140.
Tall dude?
No, the
tall
dude,
one?
Yeah, the
Linky?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on, sorry about that, fam. Are you still there? Oh no, sorry about that, fam. Sorry about that. I got you. Sorry about that, bro. I messed up. Damn, what's the dude that? Yeah,
I forgot his name too.
Yeah, Victor Postall. Yeah.
Yeah, Postall. Yeah. And that's another thing, man. Look at all the champions this man fought, and look at all of his contenders he fought, all his mandatories. Like, I don't understand the argument with that. Anyway, I don't get it. That's all, Coach. That's all I wanted to say. Joe from New Orleans.
All right, shout out to Joe from New Orleans. Salute, fam. NO stand up. The NO stand up. Shout out to Get D's hands, dropping that $2 super chat. He said, hey, Drew, say it with your chest. He said, Drew, say it with your chest. Hold on, guys. We got another call. I got to read this super chat right quick. Caller, hold on. Shout out to Jaden. Hey, okay. For dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, dude saying Errol got exposed as a hype job. Nah, Bud just beat a pound for pound level fighter really easily. He said, and he didn't mention Inoue beat Donaire when Donaire was 37 and already had lost 5 times by KO. You know what? Hey, Jaden, bam, that's another point. So I don't. As a matter of fact, Jaden, let me look on box rate right quick. Let me look up box rate right quick. We're not even really talking about Usyk. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's up, Coach? M1 2 times.
M1 2 times, talk to me.
Yo, Coach. But they been had Crawford pound for pound years ago. It was only the LDBC that didn't have Crawford pound for pound. But all the boxing fans, all the real boxing fans, and he was always on the pound for pound list. As long as I can remember for the last.
Probably since 2017. What they're saying? No one is saying that Crawford wasn't on the pound for pound list. What they were saying was, go ahead.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that, there was only one, one group of people that was saying that Crawford was nobody and he ain't fight nobody, but everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else that really follow boxing, they always had him, you know what I'm saying? Number one and one of the best ever. Mm-hmm. But, that's it.
Okay, all right. Shout out M1, man. Salute, man. You know what? I had no idea that this subject matter was going to get so much. I had no idea, boy. We got people calling back twice and everything. Shout out to Shad. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat.
We got people calling back to back. Oh, okay, hold on. We got caller, hold on. Shout out to Shad. He said, Coach, in my opinion, Devin has a similar case for top pound for pound as Monster, especially if he comes out and schools Regis or even better and stops him. But the thing is, how high do you rank Regis' pro grade as well? You get what I'm saying? So they do have Devin Haney on the top. Devin Haney is on the pound for pound list. They have Devin Haney ranked number 7 on the pound for pound list currently right behind Errol Spence. I'll put it back up. Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said the pound for pound is not a lifetime achievement award. It's a fight by fight basis, and what you have done for me lately, you're only as good as your last fight. Okay, all right. I really don't know much about this guy that Inoue is fighting. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. He's a Filipino. But I don't know much about him, and I'd be lying to you if I said I did. So I got to do more research on him. To be fair, Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland 3 times.
Yeah, Coach. I just wanted to correct that one caller that said that Crawford has beaten more champions. He actually hasn't. Crawford has beaten 5 total champions. When he fought DeLorme's a career journeyman. Never won a thing. Inoue beat 8 different champions. So I don't know what kind of mouth he's using.
No. When you say champions, are you saying guys who currently had the belt when he beat them? Are you talking about guys?
Yeah,
okay.
Title holders. Exactly, okay. Title holders. Okay. Actual title holders. Because all that other once upon a time, that don't even matter. You feel me? In the grand scheme of things. But yeah, he beat 8 of them. So for whatever that's worth.
Okay.
And like I said, Crawford's number 1 in my book until that day. And, when Inoue becomes undisputed, he's going to be king for a day until Crawford fights again. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Nothing personal. Love the guy. That's all I got, Coach.
All right, man. Salute, fam. Shout out to Mark from Oakland. It's what Drew is saying. Drew is saying that it's not etched in stone. It's on a fight-by-fight basis and yada, 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 yada. A lot of people may say, like when I hear Floyd Mayweather speak, Floyd say, I beat more world champions than any fighter in the history of boxing. And that's not true. Because my thing is, okay, cool. How many guys have you beat that actually had a belt when you fought them? That's where the water gets murky at. These guys have a belt when you fought them. We're not talking about a guy who was a champion But when you fought him, he didn't have a belt, and you say, well, he was a world champion. Yeah. I mean, technically, yes, he was a title holder, world champion. But did you take a belt from him when you fought him? Did you get what I'm saying? Did you take a belt from him when you fought him? And another thing about the Crawford argument, Crawford couldn't really get the fights that other fighters had. Like, he really got it the hard way. Inoue was able to get a lot of those fights. He didn't have to go through the politics. And let's be honest. Because I gotta throw that in there as well. Carla, hold on. Inoue didn't have to go through the politics that Crawford went through. Like, literally, there was guys that really didn't. They was throwing him in there with guys last minute, but then some guys didn't. When he got to the welterweight division, didn't nobody want to fight him. So it's like, you got to factor all of that into consideration as well. Some fighters have to go through more than others in order to get certain accolades, in order to get certain fights. Like, again, there's no wrong answer, just how you feel about it. You may say, well, this guy fought more champions than this guy. Yeah, but, that guy probably couldn't get all the goddamn champions. Look at the politics he had to go through. They were playing keep away when he was at this one division versus Inoue. He was able to get those fights just like that. So I look at that. I look at that kind of differently too. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on, guys.
Call from
Hold on, guys.
KJ.
Hold on, guys.
To accept.
Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name when you're calling from? Okay, cool.
Call.
Y'all got to call back. Y'all got to call back. So, again, you got to sit down and really look at everything. It's not, I don't think it's a simple answer to some of this stuff. Some fighters are more fortunate than others. Some fighters can get the fights and other fighters can't, Shout out to Bless, my sister, for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Boy, the phone lines is, god damn. Bro, I had no idea the phone lines were going to be jumping like this. Caller, hold on. Shout out to my sister Bless. She said, y'all always hating on Devin. He deserves to be pound for pound list, and he's the youngest undisputed champion. Yeah, you know what? They got him ranked number 7 right now, sis. Undefeated. I think Devin Haney is 30-0. Undefeated. A lot of people don't like Devin Haney. That is true, but I mean, it doesn't change the reality of the situation. Shout out to OP Gamer. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
There go OP Gamer. OP Gamer say Bud never fought anyone coming off of a loss. End of discussion. Pound for pound is cumulative. Not every fighter of the year and former world champion show pedigree, so that should be considered. You know what? Again, I have some of the smartest subscribers in the world over here. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
Hey, Coach, this is Jerry from Tampa.
Jerry from Tampa. Hold on, fam. Hold on.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Boy, y'all coming with it today, boy. Y'all ain't playing today. Hey, Jerry, talk to me.
So, Coach, it's a tough comparison because just like you mentioned, Crawford couldn't get a fight for a long time. Now, what I will tell you is when you look at the skill set, Inoue, I mean, he looks phenomenal, but he fought the Filipino guy. I'm trying to think what his name is.
You talking about Nonito?
Oh, help me out. Yeah. When he fought, we've never seen Crawford have that type of difficulty with anybody. And when he fought him, he was at the latter end of his career. Now he has gotten better since then, but even Crawford, back when he was at lightweight, we never saw him get that type of pushback from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then, making the comparisons, when you compare people from the past, it's even tougher because you had less weight classes, less championship belts. Pretty much every fight back then that was a championship belt was for Undisputed. That's all I got for you.
All right, shout out to Jerry from Tampa. Salute, fam. T-Town, stand up. Yeah, I don't think no one is talking about back in the day. We're talking about currently. We're talking about currently. I mean, listen, who you like more? You like Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? But there's an argument. Like the brother said, look, man, this guy never came off he ain't never fought nobody coming off a loss. So the question is, please participate in the poll. Who you guys will have, at number one. And no one holds the crown there. It's going to rotate depending on, when you have a fight again, who you beat, how you dominate them and stuff like that. And some fighters, I remember, hold on. I remember this song that Roy Jones made. Roy Jones made a song called Y'all Must Have Forgot. And Larry Merchant and those guys are like, oh, Roy, you beat another guy who we knew you was going to beat, Roy. Roy, when you gonna fight somebody? Hey, Roy made a song called Y'all Must Forgot. And he said, and you had the nerve to say that I ain't fought nobody. I just make them look like nobody. Y'all must have forgot. And when you see some of these other fighters that Roy fight other dudes, they get them other dudes in champions hell. But then when Roy fight them, he run through them like it ain't nothing. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Carter, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Well, it's Coach Eddie from ATL 2 times.
Man, Coach Eddie, 2. God damn, boy, we got back to back. Everybody calling back to back, boy. Go ahead, Coach Eddie.
Hey, Coach, like I say, you stirred in the pot. You done started a war, Coach. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, Coach. Like I say, to me, it ain't no comparison. I'm gonna put it like this. I got 4 little points to make, and I'm gonna be out.
Yeah.
At them smaller weight classes, it's a lot less competition because there ain't that many small people.
Yeah.
First of all, you dealing with a small pool of people.
Mm-hmm.
They like the monster so much because he's shedding light on that smaller weight division.
Right.
That's why a weight division has always been obscure. Nobody ever paid attention to.
Yeah.
We say, look, we boosted him up because it's good for boxing. It's
good for
boxing. It's right on the smaller weight division.
Yeah, he got the
That's
marketing.
why he
got the marketing push behind him. That is true. That is true. He
yes,
does have the push behind him. Yeah.
The second thing is the reason why I say Crawford is a pound for pound because the bigger you go up in weight class, the more you can rehydrate. You can't really rehydrate that much from 115, 118. Like I said, there ain't that much difference. But when you get to 140, you can literally weigh in at 140 and be 160 the next day. Nobody ain't coming in and weighing in at 115 pounds and showing up 135 pounds the next day. Ain't nobody doing that. So you fight bigger guys. Not only that, Crawford's skill level was so good, they talking about that he could move up. Not from 147 to 68 and fight the number one guy at 168, which is Canelo Alvarez. The joke that you breaking people's face and carrying all by himself. They thinking he's that good, he can go fight this guy. Is anybody saying that the monster can move up and fight Gary Antron Russell at 140? He'll get killed. Ain't nobody asking him to jump those.
Hold on, damn. Sorry about that. God damn. Hey, go ahead, Coach Eddie. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I say, it ain't nobody saying that the monster's good, but ain't nobody saying his skill level is so good that he can go from 122 to the 140-pound division and beat the best guy at 140. Ain't nobody doing that. That lets you know who the best fighter is right there. Terrence Crawford, because he got people that thinking he can beat the best guy at 168 right now.
They well, you got some people saying they want to see Inoue move up to 135 and fight Tank, and and I'm like, why? Like for me, that doesn't make
sense. Type of cooking, man.
That doesn't make. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. So what criteria do you have for Tank? If you that's my whole thing. If you say, okay, well, we want to see how good this guy is, we want him to move up the 2 more weight divisions, which would be his 2 more weight divisions to fight Tank. Okay, but so that means you value his skill set that high. So my thing is, if you value Tank's skill set that high, who do you want to see him move up 2 weight divisions to fight?
All right.
That's my argument.
But Crawford asked him to move up 3 though.
That's my argument. I'm like, okay, fine. All right, you want this guy to move up 2 weight divisions to fight Tank. Okay, what criteria do you have for Tank? Do you want Tank to do the same thing? And when I ask that question, no one has an answer. Oh, no, now they go to moving the goalposts. And I'm like, man, I can't, they argue both sides of the coin. Like, let's keep the same energy for all of those fighters. All of those fighters who you regard as being top guys, let's keep that same energy for all of them. Why you got to have one criteria for one fighter that's an elite fighter, and you want him to fight another elite fighter that's in 2 weight divisions hiding him, but then that fighter, you don't want him to do any of the things that you asking Inoue to do, or Crawford to do, or any of these other guys to do, and it just doesn't make sense to me. So I mean,
hey, but Coach, you got to remember, Coach, Crawford, if he wants to fight, Crawford believed that he could beat him. Now the Monta ain't calling out Tank Davis. He know what time it is. He said, I don't want that smoke. I don't need the problems in my life. But Tank Crawford said, yes, I want those problems in my life. I want all the smoke. He ain't talking about like no goddamn Charlo easily talking about he want all the smoke. Crawford really want all the smoke. He said, yeah, he will move up and fight Canelo and go up 21 pounds and fight him. No problem. Sign him to send him the contract. Yeah, but that's my call, Coach. Like I say, to me, this argument don't make no sense, man. You got a man that's 40 and old, been putting in work, done fought the better opposition, got a skill set so good that people think he can move up to fight Canelo, and he's willing to do it. He believes in himself that he can move up and fight Canelo Alvarez. And I don't even like Canelo. I ain't hate on him in a while, man. So I hate Canelo. He a duck.
All right, shout out to Coach Eddie. Salute, fam. ATL, stand up. Hey, man, look, check this out. We got Coach Eddie don't call 2 times. Was that 2 times or 3 times? I think Coach Eddie might have called 3 times. We have M1 don't call 2 times. We have Martin from Oakland don't call 3 times. Man, god damn. Okay, hold on. I'm surprised D-Block ain't called twice. See, you know, D-Block average 3 calls a show. So, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
You know what it is, Coach. D never. One time. OP Gamer from Boston, Coach.
OP Gamer, hold on, fam. Hold on. Shout out to my sister Bless. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What to say, sis? She say, so you mean to tell me the white judges cheated the brother, cheated for the brother man? Loma lost. Get over it. Hey, doggo. Hey, you know what? Hey, Bless. You sounded very sarcastic today.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
OP Gamer, talk to me, fam.
Man, that cash app, whatever the hell that was, gonna get me going.
What happened?
The Loma Haney fight, I won't even start. I like Coach Eddie's argument. I just know that pound for pound is supposed to eliminate that kind of talk about, like, you know, I get it, like the rehydration. I agree with that 100%, 1,000%. But pound for pound is supposed to be so you can scale small, you know, heavyweights to super bantamweights and shit. But I still agree with the pick. Crawford, you know what I mean? He's more pliable. He's been all over. I mean, his debut, right? I mean, he wasn't even supposed to be in that fight. Yeah. I forgot who the hell it was, but he moved right on in. So I think it's like a cumulative reward, like I said, but it's like once you make it, I mean, you see how long, I hate to say it, Loma was on it, right? When maybe Bud felt slighted and probably should have been on there right with him. Back in the day, like I grew up watching all those 85, you know, born in 85, I watched them in the 90s.
Your phone going out.
Right. I think, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Either way, I agree with Coach Eddie. I just think that the gaining the weight for the ring, I think that can't belong in the pound for pound discussion, but I do agree with the pick being Bud. That's all.
All right. Shout out to OP Gamer. Salute, fam. Boston, stand up. See, you know what? Like when we had these arguments, I be like, man, okay, listen, man, let's just keep the same criteria. Let's keep the same criteria. And a lot of these guys, they don't keep the same criteria. It's like, you know, they keep moving the goalposts for certain fighters, and then when it comes to you know, bro, it just, and I say this time and time again, some of these guys, not all, but some of them, if they did not have a double standard, they wouldn't have a standard at all. And this is what I see. Carla, hold on. This is what I see. And I'm like, okay, man, if you feel that way, you know, some fighters, you know, again, some fighters are not popular fighters. Like Terrence Crawford's not a popular fighter. He have black boxing fans that hate him, can't stand his guts. They talk about it right now to this day. Like, they can't stand him. So you got black boxing, mostly the black boxing fans on social media don't like him. Like, and it's a certain group, it's a minority group of people, but they hate this guy with a passion, right? And this is what I want to say. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's inevitable. It's D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore. Fat You see that?
All right, D Block.
You see that?
Yeah, D Block. Hold on. Let me get my point before I forget. Another thing is this here. Now, this is for the guys. This is for you laptop revolutionaries. Shea Butter laptop revolutionaries who play skin color politics. So you got a lot of black boxing fans who hate Terrence Crawford online. But you know what though? When it comes down to a black fighter versus a white fighter argument, I want to know which side of the fence you guys are going to be on. Will you side with the black fighter who you hated, shitted on, and defecated on all the time? Or will you be like, yeah, well, see, our black fighters are more superior than the white fighters and Hispanic fighters? Would you bring Terrence Crawford name up in the argument and say, yeah, but look at Terrence Crawford. He one of us. So now you picking and choosing when you want to claim Crawford. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would just want to love to see the mental gymnastics of these guys. You know, when they play skin color politics, when it comes to comparing a black fighter to any other ethnic fighter or a different race fighter, and you go to get in these arguments, you can't use Crawford and say, yeah, he one of us. No, you can't claim him because y'all been shitting on him since 1972. You get what I'm saying? So, but that's neither here nor there. D Block, talk to me.
Man, you already know, Coach. You can't kill the original. It's D-Block, baby. You try to call in the show, try to act like you D-Block. You can never, ever touch this. It's original. It came from the heart. It came from Boxingville, baby. That's how we do it. It's from Dallas. Ain't nobody could duplicate or try to be like D-Block. Now, I want to say something about Drew, man. So, homeboy, email Dougie Fisher. Don't respond to C-Block because he don't know what he's talking about. Let me tell you something about Drew. Mm-hmm. Now, Drew, it looks like you got the whole community riled up because it looks like you are a heavy boxing fan. Right? Looks like you could do no wrong. But it looks like the community just came up and woke their ass up and said, you know what, Drew? What the fuck you talking about, man? Talking about there's only supposed to be 3 elite fighters ranked. 1, 2, 3. Last time I remember, 10 is good with me. What's wrong with having 10? You got everything you got is pound for pound. You got a mixture of every division of who's the top dog and who was there. And that's it. You see any heavyweights up there? No. You already know the heavyweights, what they are, Drew. And you know what it be about, man. You know, you smarter than that, bro. And you talking about Inoue should be a top.
They got Usyk.
Go ahead, Coach.
They got Usyk in there. I mean, he's heavyweight now, but of course, he moved up from cruiserweight to heavyweight. Some people, I seen some people have Tyson Fury up there, and I'm like, I would never put Tyson Fury in the pound for pound because he's always been a heavyweight. He's never moved up from a lighter weight division to a higher weight division. Yeah. Canelo moved up in weight. Usyk moved up in weight. Crawford, Inoue, Dimitri Bivol fought in the same weight division, but I'm not going to keep that against him. But for me, it's hard for me to put a heavyweight there. If you've been a career heavyweight all your life, again, there's nothing wrong with your criteria, but I mean that's how I see it. But go ahead. But that's what I'm saying though. Even Usyk, so I'm not gonna take that back. Usyk came back from a lighter division. And he went up to be heavyweight champion of the world. He's pound for pound right there with the top dogs. So yes, we do need 10 because we got a mixture of different weight classes, and we got to see who's the best. Now he's saying that Inoue and Crawford and Usyk, whoever it is, got better skills than Canelo Alvarez. Well, let me tell you something. Canelo Alvarez has plenty of skills. Did you see that Daniel Jacobs fight between Canelo? My boy got skills, man. So you want to go ahead and put his name down, keep on going. But you got to know that Canelo does have skills. You can't play with that. Homie was ranked number 1 pound for pound in the Ring magazine a couple years back. And he's steadily going up. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville. Fuck. Yeah, D-Block, I think Drew didn't say... No, Drew didn't say that Canelo didn't have skills. He's looking at two of the fighters that's on the pound for pound list. He's saying that, hey, when they fought dudes, they dominated the top guys. When they fought a top guy, they dominated him. Crawford dominated everybody he fight. Inoue dominated the top guys when he fought him. Usyk, he dominated Joshua. He dominated all of the heavyweights that he got in the ring with. Beat him 12 rounds. Some of them, he beat him 12 rounds. Some of them, a couple of them he stopped. So I think that's what he was talking about, like a domination. Like no matter who these two guys get in the ring with, they dominate them. And so Canelo big fights, he doesn't dominate everybody, and I think that's what Drew is talking about, fam. And some people may feel like they got Devin Haney on here, right? Devin Haney is ranked number 7, and again, Devin Haney is now fighting at 140. to become 2 division world champion, former undisputed lightweight champion. So we'll see how that play out. Caller, what's your name and you calling from?
Hey, Slim. What the fuck is going on around here?
Go my dog.
No, it's always a real when they got to set the motherfucking record straight with these jokers.
They're gonna ride for a break.
One thing I noticed, and I'm consistent. American and North American boxing fans are the dumbest motherfuckers they are. So you mean to tell me that if Inoue becomes undisputed in 4 years back to back, he's not number 1 pound for pound in the world? Because you not good enough as a boxing fan to look at anything other lower than 135 or any other popular boxer? That's the problem. What I tell you, motherfuckers is so hung up on name recognition and who's popular. Look at boxing. If you look at boxing, y'all motherfuckers would have knew that Inoue was fucking shit up in the Superfly card when HBO used to throw him. Before HBO even went under, Inoue was on those cards, but Bammers wasn't looking at boxing back then. It's always a real motherfucker that got to come in and set the record straight with these jokers. These motherfuckers ain't real. They haven't been looking at this shit. They only, just say, I only look at popular boxers, so I'm not ranking Inoue higher than Bud. That's all you got to say. I'll respect you more. But to sit here and devalue Inoue is absolutely crazy to me, Mo. 4 weight classes, a champion, 4 weight classes. It is not Inoue's fault that Bud is a victim of circumstance. It is not Inoue's fault. We understand, we feel that Bud is the better. Oh, that's cool. But when you rank a motherfucker on a pound for pound, you got to rank him on skills and accomplishments. And as of right now, Inoue is skilled and he's the most accomplished. Period. Once he get this Marlin scout, it is what it is. Get mad if you want. But at the end of the day, motherfuckers need to be realistic and stop all this. I swear to God, these motherfuckers be pissing me off, man. I really don't even like talking to American boxing fans because they don't know shit. They true, like everybody know I'm the biggest Bud fan, but I'm not sitting here and telling you that Inoue should be below Bud if he get this Marlin scout.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about, Mo? Like, come on. This man has been ripping it up. Everything has been straight up and down, stopping motherfuckers indecisively. We act like he ain't fight Donaire, who's arguably Donaire's been on the top 10 pound for pound list. We gonna act like motherfuckers wasn't arguing that Stephen Fulton should be a top 5 pound for pound boxer. Am I lying, Coach?
No, people been arguing that for years.
Remember
people arguing that for years about Cool Boy Steph.
And I'm a Stephen Fulton guy.
I felt like he should have been in the top 10.
Exactly. And so now the Inoue made easy work of him. Keep in mind, I'm a Stephen Fulton guy. I bet on Stephen to win. I just thought it was weight classes for a reason. With Inoue made the easy work of him. Oh. We don't want to race Stephen Fulton that high now. The Inoue made, get that Asian his credit. He out here fucking shit up. Y'all stop all that motherfucking hating and look at more fucking boxing. I tell y'all Bammers this every fucking day. I call this motherfucker, man. Look at more boxing, man. I swear to God, these Bama ass motherfuckers are killing me, Slim. I'm out, Mo. That's all I got.
Ron say you Bammers. Ron say you Bammers been calling the show, talking that flim, popping that weak. You Bammers need to. Hey, Ron say, hey, yo, Mo, check this. He said, yo, Slim, check this out, Mo. Check this out. See, this is the problem. You got these Bammers. There, that's my dog, Rob Boy. Rob Boy, hey, hold on, call on the phone up. Call back. These Bammers, you give it on. Hey, shout out to my dog, Rick Timms in the building. Rick, what's going on, baby? Shout out to Rick, man. Salute, fam. Shout out to Rick. Shout out to Rick, man. We're going to go to a short station identification break. And once we come back, man, we're going to get right back into the show. We're going to go to a short station identification break. And once we come back from the break, we're going to get right back into the show.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite. Oh!
Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
OP game from Boston 2 times, coach.
OP gaming for Boston 2 times. Boy, god damn, boy, we got return callers.
Listen, man.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
If D Block thinks I want to replicate him and get tattooed all up and down my arm, fucking tank bobblehead all on my forearm, where Canelo Alvarez draws gold in the dark, he's got nothing coming. Another thing is, I'd suggest you sit out and just listen for a show or two, because pound for pound means you do not talk about fucking weight. That last caller, I like his energy. Pound for pound means weight is removed from the fucking discussion. That's why it's called pound for pound. So you can fucking put Usyk up again, you know what I'm saying? So all these, fucking arguments and shit, I'm about to go in my depository and fucking roll me one, because it's getting me a little excited. That beautiful tenderoni that said Haney won, get over it. I'm still not over it. Loma won that goddamn fight. Love you all though. Peace. That's all I got to say.
He said he's still not over it. That was Bless, we still not over it. The shenanigans, we still not over it. Everybody know, Bless, that White Jesus beat Devin Haney. White Jesus was walking on water, and he fed an entire village with one piece of fish and a loaf of bread. Everybody know that, Bless. Everybody know that. He said, I'm still not over it. Hey, caller, hold on. Hey, Bless, he say, I'm still not over it. Hey, I'm feeling sick, dog, but y'all got me laughing today, boy. Hey, boy, I needed this show today, boy. I'm feeling sick, head hurt, I got a massive headache. But, boy, y'all killing me today. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York. Add me to that list, Coach. 2 times.
Jamie from New York 2 times.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Listen, Coach, you busy today, boy. Bro.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Coach, Mark from Oakland mentioned Pacquiao and Drew was talking about the Hall of Fame, and I'm glad they did, because I was thinking about this last night. Coach, it's true. I think it was Drew that said Crawford doesn't have Hall of Famers in his resume. I believe that is true, but that's not his fault. He tried. Let's not forget, he tried to land a Manny Pacquiao fight, and it didn't work out for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like,
that is true.
A lot of stuff he couldn't. And then how many boxers that are Hall of Famers right now? Like,
exactly.
It ain't like it's raining Hall of Famers. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, look in every division. How many guys you could say is a Hall of Famer if they retire right now? Some fighters haven't had enough fights, so that is fair. But it ain't like it's raining Hall of Famers in boxing, dog.
True. Now, Coach, talking about the Hall of Fame, it is true. Hall of Famers have Hall of Famers in their resume, especially the elite guys. The guys on the very top, like let's say top 20, they got a bunch of Hall of Famers in their resume.
You're talking about back in the day, though. You're talking about back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah. Back in the day. But let me tell you, Coach, Manny Pacquiao, let me tell you something. Manny Pacquiao has 72 fights, A-division champ, right? Let me tell you, Coach, when people see Pacquiao, including boxers, they say, shit, that's Manny Pacquiao. Nobody talks about his losses, all right? Because the Hall of Fame don't look at that. They judge you, they go based by your accomplishment. That's what they look at. They don't.
Floyd Mayweather fans talk about his losses. They say, well, he got knocked out by Marquez. He got 8 losses. Floyd Mayweather talks about his losses, and his fans talk about the Lomos do.
Coach, he got slept twice, all right? But this motherfucker's been in 72 fights. Let me tell you, I've always been a Floyd guy. Let's be clear on that. I always thought Floyd is better. He is better, but he's not greater. And I'll tell you why, Coach. Listen, again, Pacquiao did more, all right? That A-division championship, that's hard to do, man. If it was easy, we would see it more often. Now, Coach, yeah, Floyd's got the wins. He's undefeated, fine. But 50-0, I've seen it plenty of times, bro. The A-division thing is the one thing that stands out when it comes to Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? And, Coach, let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you. Again, damn, I forgot what I had to say. I'm sorry. I got all these notes in front of me, man. I'm going crazy trying to read them. But anyway, again, Coach, Yeah, man, cool. But again, I'm a Mayweather guy, okay?
Yeah.
And if you talk boxing with me and you tell me that Floyd is greater, coach, I'm gonna look at you like I'm gonna question your knowledge when it comes to boxing because there is no way that Floyd is greater than Pacquiao. Pacquiao did more, bro. He did more, and I argue with that everybody. I'll argue that with anybody. Again, I'm a Floyd guy, but Pacquiao is greater. And there's no doubt about it, bro. Whoever knows boxing knows that. That's my call, my brother. Later, coach.
Hey, shout out to my man Jamie from New York 2 times. Hey, look here, man. Hey, we have a lot of repeat offenders. We have a lot of repeat offenders today, man. A lot of repeat offenders today. Listen, boy. I swear to God, bro. I had no idea that this topic was going to have so many phones. Like, we got to do, listen, we only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 calls, right? Because everybody couldn't get through. Out of the 11 calls that I've accepted so far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them called back 2 and 3 times. True. Carla, hold on. We're going to take a short station identification break, guys. We're going to take a short station identification break. As soon as we get back, we will start the show over again with the calls.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, that look good. How much
Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Ruben from Cali.
Ruben from Cali, talk to me, Phil.
Okay, look, man, I respect everybody in their opinion. We all got them, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
but look, Bud been the fucking champion, uninterrupted for almost 10 fucking years. What are we all talking about? Yeah. My man is pound for pound, period. I don't understand. I don't get how you make this argument. I respect Inoue. That's a bad little dude. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Of course, ain't no weight limits on the pound for pound list. You know, you can't put heavyweights on the pound for pound list. It's all for the little dudes. So what I'm saying is, in a way, what they say, he made a big jump in the last 4 years for sure. That's cool, bruh. 10 years he's a champ. 10 fucking years. Who else is doing that? Who else can even say that? Nobody. I'm just wondering how. I'm wondering how everybody making having their thought process. It's making me stutter. It's making me cuss. I don't get it, man. Shit.
Yeah, I got up on Bud. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got up on Bud. Damn, what year this was? I want to say maybe 2013. He fought a guy. Damn, I forgot this dude's name, man. He fought a dude named Andre or Audrey or whatever. It was a fight he had before. Matter of fact, let me look it up. It was a fight he had before Ricky Burns.
Right.
And then, okay, hold on, let me look it up. Pull up Crawford. It was a fight he had before Ricky Burns. And yeah, his name is Andre Klimov. Andre Klimov, right? But no, that's when I really started like watching him. But I did see when he fought British Prescott. British Prescott, that was the first fight I seen of Terrence Crawford. That was in 2013. That was the first time they said that he couldn't.
They said that he couldn't fuck with Prescott.
Yeah.
Every. Go ahead.
No. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Timothy Bradley was on this show. That's when Bud had Cameron Duncan was his. He was Bud's manager. I think Cameron Duncan is Boot's manager right now. But that's when Bud sparred with Timothy Bradley. And Timothy Bradley, I don't know if you got. I gotta let you hear this interview, Ruben. He said, "Man, Bud came down here. He said I was running through everybody. I was sending sparring partners home left and right." And Bud at that time, you know, he was having trouble getting fights and stuff like that. And Top Rank didn't really know what to do with him. And British Prescott needed a fight. I think Bud fought him on like 2-3 week notice. And Cameron Duncan asked him, he said, "Man, listen, what you think about British Prescott? Man, you think Bud is ready for him?" And Timothy Bradley said, "Yeah, Bud will beat him. Put him in there. Put Bud in there with him. He'll beat him." And Cameron Duncan was like, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah, Bud will beat him," because Timothy Bradley said Bud was beating his ass in sparring, beat him twice, and he said that when Bud beat him in sparring, Now, Timothy Bradley was a world champion. He said Bud didn't have no trainer. He didn't have nobody in the corner telling him what to do, to make adjustments. He said the man ain't had nothing but some water, and that was it. He was in the corner by himself. He said my coach was telling me what I need to do to beat Bud, and Bud was in the corner by himself. And he said when that man beat me,
just kicking his ass.
Yeah, that was his big break. Timothy Bradley, that was his big break, and Bradley gave him the co-sign to fight Bridges Prescott, and he been on a tear ever since. To be fair.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make it quick. I'm gonna jump back in the chat. I just want to say this: if you're going to compare Bud to Inoue, right now again, so y'all saying what 4 or 5 years Inoue been the man? Okay, double that for Bud, and then get back to me. I'm out. Y'all have a great day.
All right, shout out to Ruben, man, Killer Cali. Hey, you know what? Listen. Y'all go on my comment, man. That was a great story, bro. That was a great story by Timothy Bradley. He was like, man, yeah, this motherfucker whooping my ass. Shout out, let's get to the super chats. Shout out to Jaden, salute fam. We're dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Mad Dog A said Braves, boy. Yeah. Just imagine. Shout out to Jaden. What did he say, fam? He said, why didn't Inoue fight Chocolatito or Estrada at 115? That's a great question. He did skip those divisions. That's a great question as well. I have heard that argument, Jaden. Caller, hold on. I have heard that argument. You said those are the best fighters at the lower weight classes, and he skipped 112. Keep that same energy. Hey, listen, somebody gonna answer that? Jada made a valid point. You had Estrada and Chocolatito there at 112, so I know I'm gonna get some repeat offenders. We're gonna get some more calls. Caller, hold on. Shout out to my sister Bless. We're dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Hey, Kai. Kai, come
Boy.
I would say you say seek mental health services, Loma fans. Kai, come here. All right, she go. Bless, rubbing it in. Say, hey, shout out to Free Roy. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
You come around.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You come over in the camera. Hey, this Kai guy, this my son. Look, we gotta look right there. The people see right there. This my son Kai. He say what you say? He said Crawford #1. Say something to the people. Just say hi.
Hi.
All right. You good. He said Crawford #1, first one to be 2-time undisputed, beat a pound for pound fighter. He say in all his fights in the world to wait by knockout. Okay, I guess you're trying to say to win by knockout. I got you. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
Man, this coach did it 3 times, coach. Number 3. The last one, coach. The last one, coach.
Hey, Coach Eddie. Boy. 3 times. Coach Eddie 3 times.
Coach, the pound for pound list. People act like the number. First of all, there ain't no clear criteria for pound, right?
Right.
So a lot of people, one of the criteria for pound is what number of fights. When you talk about pound for pound, a lot of people bring up Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah.
Because how many fights he had. He went 91 and 0 or 75 and 0 before he lost his first fight. So your number of fights, the number of fights you do, that matters, man. You just can't some guy got 25 fights, some guy got 40. The number of fights you have matters. Not only that, pound for pound is basically if you took this guy's skill level and moved it to any weight division, would it transfer? If you put Terrence Crawford and the Marshall in the same weight division, who will win the fight if they weigh the exact same? That's how you know who the best fighter is, right there.
Yeah.
Who got the best? If they both weigh the same weight, who gonna win the fight? Who gonna win the fight? Terrence Crawford gonna cook him. If they the same weight, he gonna cook him. That's how you know who the best is, right there. That's my call, coach.
Hey, shout out.
Last one. That's it, coach.
All right, listen. We have some repeat offenders. Look, we got some repeat offenders. Let's look at the list. Let's just be honest. I gotta go Dr. Umar. Let's just be honest. D-Block don't call 2 times. Coach Eddie don't call 3 times. Jamie don't call 2 times. M1 from the Bronx called 2 times. Mark from Oakland called 3 times. OP Gamer called 2 times. Listen, bro, some of you guys undisputed when it comes to phone calls. Some of you guys are undisputed right now. We need to do a poll. Who's undisputed when it comes to calling the show the most times? I think D-Block got that hands down. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
Yeah, this third senior. I don't usually call, but I had to call in since everybody done called 50, 11 times. I said I gotta get one in there.
So, hey, man, sir, see you, man. Salute, fam.
Salute, bro. Man, you stirred it up tonight, boy. You stirred it up.
Man, I didn't, bro. I had no idea this topic was going to have a phone call jumping like this. We talking about a dude from Japan. Go ahead.
But I gotta tell you the truth. I had Monster Inoue up here killing them. I said I love school. You know your boy Fresh. He Stephen Fulton is a good fighter. I like him. I like him a lot. But I said that Inoue was going to show him he an anime character, and you can't do nothing with him.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. And he's number 2 pound for pound. If he gets this second, undisputed, I would definitely say that marks it out, and that pushes him way above anybody else, even Usyk. Because if Usyk go up here and he do his thing and he beats Tyson Fury, you got to remember, they're going to say, oh, well, what about Tyson Fury being a drug cheat? And, Tyson Fury get fat and all these other things. Well, Tyson Fury cheated, so he ain't that great. So you have to look at who they beat, all the controversy with them, and also remember, Bud been on the pound for pound list for almost 10 years. He ain't fall off the list. He ain't look bad in the fight. You got to look at him and say, oh, well, this guy hit him hard one time. They'll find something bad that Bud did. Bud's out here killing him. Inoue is right behind him. And if Usyk go up here and do what I'm praying that he go ahead and do and knock Tyson Fury out, then we had a 1, 2, and 3, and that's the end of it. There's nobody up there who had all these losses, all these horrible looking fights. These are 3 guys who in there wanting to smoke with everybody. Ain't nobody up there just trying to dance and say, well, at least I ain't get knocked out and I'm a lion, cowardly lion. Ain't none of them people on this list. We're talking about pound for pound. And pound for pound says that this person will beat anybody else on this list. If you put Bud in a ring with Inoue, no matter what weight class it is, Bud's going to stop him. And Inoue is going to beat pretty much almost everybody else in boxing. Now, when Sugar Shakur start doing his thing and start coming up better, then you can start talking about him. If Javante Davis actually fights somebody other than, the pizza delivery guy, then maybe you can start talking about him some more. But right now, you got your number 1, Bud Crawford. Then you got Monster Inoue. And then you got, if Usyk do his thing, you got your boy Usyk. And I'm out of here, Coach.
All right, man. Salute. Shout out to Sir Singh. Salute, Sam. Hey, thank you for calling, brother. Now, listen, hey guys, I want to pivot. I want to pivot just a little bit because I'm looking at the pound for pound list. Now they have Devin Haney on the list. They have Devin Haney pound for pound. And they have hold on. Do you guys agree with this? Do you guys agree with this? Right now they have Tank Davis on here. They have Devin Haney on here. Devin Haney number 7. Tank number 8. They have Teofimo Lopez number 9. I kind of think Teofimo should be higher, even though it is subjective. Like I would like to know, how did Tank get over Teofimo? You get what I'm saying? I mean, just based on accomplishment. So, but again, it's subjective to ring. So you know how that is. They got votes and stuff like that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
All right, Martin from Oakland, 4 times. Go ahead,
yeah,
man.
Coach. You have that one cat talking about how Crawford's been champion for 10 years consecutively. And again, I gotta go back to my original point. We're splitting hairs here. Inoue champion 9 years running. You know what I mean? The cat became a champ 18 months after the start of his career, ain't looked back. They're both amazing fighters. One got 20 title fights, 18 knockouts. The other guy got 18 title fights, 15 knockouts. The next argument we're going to hear, yeah, but it's harder to knock bigger fighters out than it is to knock out the little guys. Not necessarily, because them little boys, they be going at it. But, yeah, that's all I got, Coach. Like, we just need to give everybody their due. Right. You know what I mean? Not, based on their abilities, their skills, their sizes.
Yeah.
They're both awesome
They're
fighters.
all great fighters. Yeah, I got you. Hey, shout out to Martin, man, from Oakland 4 times. Boy, we got some repeat offenders. Now, hold on. Let me pull my young brother up right quick. Where my young brother at? Where he at? Where my young brother at? Where's what's his name? I'm trying to find you, brother. What the young brother's name is? The brother, what the brother at that said? He said Tank is over Teofimo because his skills is better than Teofimo. I totally disagree with that, fam. Like Teofimo, like Eric Young. Hey, listen. I don't know how much Teofimo got some skills, bro. Like that dude. Listen, that dude is good, bro. You got to watch Teofimo some more. I wouldn't say that Teofimo, Tank has better skills than Teofimo. I don't know about that, my brother. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what up, Coach? It's Uncle Jack in Minneapolis.
What's your name is, fam?
Uncle Jack in Minneapolis.
Oh, Uncle Jack, talk to me, fam.
Yeah. Hey, I like where we going with this here right now, and I agree with you. That whole pound for pound list that Ring Magazine got, they need to throw that shit out. Canelo being ranked over B-Ball, get that shit out of here. Tank being ranked over Tio, get that shit out of here. Out of all of them fake 4 kings that they tried to come out with, Teofimo Lopez is the closest guy to going to the Hall of Fame out of all of them dudes right now. And if you had to bet money on who's going to win you a fight between Tio, Tank, and Devin, who you going to bet on, Coach?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna have to lean towards Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez has been like one of my favorite fighters. Well, he was my favorite fighter at 135. No, wait, hold on. And this is no, I don't want nobody getting mad, but this is no shade on Devin Haney, nor any shade on Tank. Now, I can make an argument, Devin Haney, stylistically, he can be a problem for someone because, he can control that distance, he can control that range, but the thing is, Teofimo Lopez is athletic. I haven't seen Devin Haney in the ring with someone athletic like Teofimo, but now, he did fight Lomachenko. So Lomachenko, I haven't seen anybody get around the weak side. The weak side, like Lomachenko do. To Lomachenko get around that weak side, boy, like it ain't nothing. Like the last guy I seen was able to get around your weak side like Lomachenko because he had excellent footwork is Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker was great. Nicolino Lonte was good as well, but I'm just saying in a few years, Pernell was a motherfucker too getting around that weak side. So now Tank has the punching power.
Absolutely.
But Teofimo can crack as well. So I mean, you can make an argument either way, but styles make fights. That's kind of like a toss up. But it's kind of like a toss up. But I would kind of lean more towards Teo myself.
Hey, and I'm here for that. But this whole pound for pound thing, we got to keep in mind it's subjective. But Terrence Crawford is the best fighter in the world. If somebody's gonna tell me Inoue is the best fighter in the world, all right, that's cool. If you think Usyk is the best in the world, all right, that's cool. At the end of the day, we got great fighters at the top of the sport doing their motherfucking thing in the ring. And as a fan, this is the best time to be a fan because your favorite fighters are out here showing why they're the best fighters in the world. I'm out of here, Coach. Be safe.
Man, shout out to Uncle Jack, man, Minneapolis, man. Salute, fam. Hey, y'all check this out. Y'all check this out. Hey, I want to thank everybody in the chat, man. I was feeling terrible, bro. My head is hurting. I have a cold. I feel bad, bro. I feel really bad right now. But doing this show today, everybody in the chat, y'all cheered me up. I'm kind of like, I still have it. My throat hurting. I'm like, man, my head hurting. But everybody in the chat, man, y'all really cheered me up. We got a lot of repeat offenders in the chat. Bruh, we got dudes. Hey, hold on. Motherfucking, Martin from Oakland called 4 times. Bruh. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
Yo, what's going on? It's Shay from New York City.
Man, Shay from New York City, talk to me.
Yo, just wanted to give you my pound for pound list, and you let me know if I'm crazy or what. I got Crawford, Inoue, Canelo, Bivol, Teofimo Lopez, Haney, Jamel Charlo, Tank, Better Beef, and Shakur.
I mean, I won't say you're crazy because, it's subjective to you. I mean, some of those are some good names. I mean, I would question, I I'll probably question maybe. I'm trying to, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm trying to question like how does Tank get on the list? I know he's a like how does he get on the list? You know, he has the skill, but I'm trying to figure out. I know he beat Jose Pedraza.
I think Tank would beat Haney for one, and he might be able to beat Shakur.
But I'm saying based on what he's done, based on what he's done thus far. So he beat. So
in terms of straight up accomplishments,
yeah,
I think his accomplishments are better than Shakur as of right now.
How? Based on what?
How? So he beat Pedraza. He beat Ryan Garcia. Who else did he beat? Hector Garcia. And who did Shakur really beat at this point?
He beat Rolly Romero. He beat Isak Cruz.
Right. And but I'm saying Shakur hasn't really.
Let me see.
Had a big fight like that.
Well, I mean, I think Shakur is a 2-division world champion. I think he beat. I gotta go back and look at Shakur's resume, but I know he beat. He unified the super lightweight, not super lightweight. Junior lightweight division. There was a couple of fighters he didn't fight down there. He didn't fight Navarrete. I don't think he fought Navarrete. I gotta go look and see exactly who all of the fighters who Shakur fought in the lower weight divisions. One of the knocks on Shakur, they were saying that it was a couple of fighters that he didn't fight in the lower weight division, and this is why a lot of people didn't really want to give him credit. He lost his belts on the scale, before he moved up to lightweight. So,
let me ask you a quick question.
I still don't see how. That just to me, like, I don't know how Tank got on the pound for pound list. To be fair,
if Tank was let's say eventually going to fight Shakur, who do you think would be the betting favorite?
I don't know. If you're going, you can make an argument both ways. If you're going for a knockout, you'll probably say Tank Davis.
Yeah, I think Tank might be a minus.
If it go
200 around that.
If it go 12 rounds, I got Shakur. You know what I mean? So, but
yeah, that's what most people would probably say, but it's kind of 50-50. If it goes past 8-9 rounds, yeah, Shakur will probably take it, but it's in my eyes it's kind of 50-50. So
yeah,
that's kind of why I put Tank up there a little bit, but
yeah, I don't think
I can see the argument of not having him on it.
Yeah,
I think he's that good. I know he hasn't fought. I know he don't have the best resume. Part of it is his fault, promotions and management issues, but I think he's that good, and I think he can pretty much hang with anybody at 135, 140.
Well, we won't know.
So
we
got him up there.
We won't know until he fight those guys. See, I can't put you on the list based on hypotheticals. I can't put you on the list and say, well, hypothetically, if he fought those guys, I believe hypothetically he'll beat them. He ain't fighting those guys. You get what I'm saying?
That's true. That's one way to look at it too.
And he's saying he ain't think about fighting those guys. So I can't put him on there for hypothetical. Like this dude Tank 29 years old. He's almost 30.
Right. He's getting up there. Yeah, he's been around the block too. I mean, it's not like he's new on the scene. So
and this ain't no.
Yeah, hopefully we get something coming. In a few months.
All right, I got you.
A decent opponent.
All right, but shout out to Sam from New York. Salute,
thanks,
man.
Man.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Mayo from the Shy.
Mayo from the Shy. Talk to me, fam.
What's going on, Coach?
Salute.
I just really wanted to get this off my chest with these people. Inoue is a great fighter. He's already the greatest Japanese fighter to ever live. He's going through weight classes like Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he's about to fight for his second undisputed fight, in year and a half. He was just undisputed. He's doing it again. I know Crawford's 2-time undisputed, but this dude's doing it in a short amount of time. We talking about pound for pound. This is a what have you done for me lately type of list. I get Crawford been a champion for 10 years, and he deserves to be number one. I got him number one pound for pound right now. But if Inoue gets this second undisputed, he's cleared more weight class than Terrence Crawford, and he got 2 undisputeds under his belt. And he's going to move up again after that to another weight class.
Like, he might match Manny Pacquiao for going through weight classes by the end of his career. You know what I mean? And yeah, this dude's a special fighter. This dude's an all-time great fighter, and people aren't giving him the credit he deserves because he's fighting at the lower weight classes. And it's a shame. It's really a shame because it's like we are lucky to be able to live in this time to see fighters like Crawford and Inoue and everybody else. You know what I mean? And I know you just asking a question like, why would anybody have Tank on their pound for pound list? I personally don't got him on my pound for pound list, but the best argument I could make for it is like he's been a top contender in multiple weight classes. He's undefeated. He's been a champion, a real champion, at least in one weight class, and he's just been top contender at the top level in like most of the weight classes he competes in. He's undefeated. He's knocking everybody out. That's kind of like the best argument I could give why you would have Tank there. I personally don't got him there. I got, of course, definitely got Teofimo over him, man. Devin Haney. Those guys are doing stuff. They fighting champions. They deserve to be there. But if Inoue wins this fight, he is the number one pound for pound. That's not taking anything away from Bud Crawford. I think Bud Crawford got more skills than Inoue. He a switch hitter. He could do more things. But pound for pound is a what have you done for me lately type of thing. I believe Gary Russell. Didn't Gary Russell had a belt for? He was like the longest reigning champion at one point. He's fighting like one time a year though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Canelo, he goes undisputed.
He fought one time a year, but then he got dominated by Lomachenko. So you know, but he fought. Yeah, Gary Russell.
I think that was before.
He had the belt.
Yeah, I think Gary Russell became champion after that, right? After the Lomachenko.
No, I got you. But I was just throwing that in there. But yeah, Gary Russell had the belt for a while. He was just fighting all of his mandatories, but he was fighting like once a year. And Gary Russell, one of my favorite fighters. I love his footwork. Like when it comes to footwork, dog, Gary Russell Jr. got some of the best footwork in boxing. Tank Davis have excellent footwork. Inoue has great footwork. Cool Boy Steph has great footwork. Some of these guys, and Alexander Usyk have damn good footwork. Some of these guys, they just have really, really good footwork. Terrence Crawford has underrated footwork. Just the angles and stuff.
Oh yeah, Terrence Crawford good footwork.
Yeah, just the angles and stuff he hit you at it. Just controlling the distance and range. But not only that, just the timing of his punches. When I throw a shot, you know what I mean? That bitch gonna land. When I throw a shot,
punch
that bitch
in
gonna
between
land.
your shots.
And throw punches in between
He's
shots.
The best in the Yeah.
So
he's the best in the world at doing that. Like punching in between like people's shots and catching them with shit. Yeah.
So
that boy, he a fighter.
All right, but shout out to Mel from the shot. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling, brother. But the thing is like you say, pound for pound is like, you know, if the fighters, if you take a Inoue, put him in the ring with a Crawford or a Usyk, who would you have winning that fight? Could he beat those guys? And it is what it is. And I think a lot of people lose track of that. Hold on, guys. We got some cash outs, man. Shout out to that was yesterday. Shout out to Ahmed. Hey, okay. For dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Ahmed he said contributing to the fight fund from yesterday. All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Ahmed. We got another call. God damn, boy, these goddamn phone lines is jumping like hotcakes. Caller, hold on. Now, I say all that to say this. Some people feel that Devin Haney should be on the list, and I don't know why. Like I like Devin Haney. Devin Haney does get a lot of. You know, this is the crazy part about it, right? What I noticed, Devin Haney fans, Tank Davis fans, and Shakur fans, just to pivot a little bit off the subject matter, all of them have like a civil war going on online. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coaches D Block 3 times, the undisputed caller of the year.
D Block 3 times. Talk to me.
Coach, we did it first. I mean, everybody calling repetitive today. I mean, I don't know what happened, but it looks like everybody got an itch, and they say, I got to call Coach Malachi. I mean, I'm going to tell you something, Coach, about we talking about Haney, Tank, right? Is that who we talking about?
Man, Devin Haney, Tank Davis, and Shakur Stevenson fans seem like they have a civil war going on. You have Devin Haney fans, they don't like Tank fans, and they don't like Shakur fans. Then we have Shakur fans, they don't like Devin Haney fans, and then we have Tank Davis fans, they don't like Shakur fans, nor do they like Devin Haney fans. So there's they seem like this, from what I've been observing, seem like there's a civil war going on online between these three fighters and their fan bases. What say you about that?
Okay. What I say is like this. I am united with the Shakur Stevenson fans and Devin Haney fans. Now, I can give it to them both because I respect their skills. And Shakur should be up there at the pound-for-pound list no matter what and take Bobblehead out. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Skills pay the bills. And like they say about Terrence Buck, Crawford, and Inoue, they got slickness and all this, and they know how to move in the ring and do all this. Well, guess what? Shakur knows how to do the same shit. Tank Davis, who has a better resume? Shakur Stevenson has a better resume. He's a legit champion. Undefeated, like they keep on saying undefeated, but guess who's not undefeated? And he's right there at the top 4 pound for pound. It doesn't matter if you defeated or not. That's how it was back in the day. It didn't matter if you were undefeated or not. You were still fighting the best. And we got Mr. Cinnamon Buns up there. Come on, man. Show with some respect. But about Shakur, I hated that he didn't take that percentage. 22, I was at 22, 23%. He should have taken it. Devin, 25%. Devin Haney took 22% from the convulsive fight.
25. But this is the thing, though, right? I hear this argument, man. I hear this argument,
ahead,
and I hate getting involved in this because, again, like it's gonna be a civil war with Devin Haney fans and Shakur fans, and I get it. So people are saying because Devin Haney did something in order to become undisputed, that Shakur should have did the same thing. And my thing is, okay, Shakur went a different route. Shakur said, okay, I'm not gonna accept this, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the WBC and beat the mandatory and beat this guy, beat the title eliminator to become the mandatory. So the last fight that Shakur had, when he beat that guy, he officially became the mandatory to fight for the WBC strap, right? So that's the route he chose to go. So they still could have got that fight, but Devin Haney moved up, and then the WBC stripped him, and he got this. So you got Devin Haney fans saying that Shakur didn't want to smoke. He ducked him. He was just capping. I saw Bill Haney and Devin Haney say that on Sway's Universe. Every time Shakur name is brought up, Devin Haney face he looks like he has an attitude. Bill like he didn't want it. He just clout chasing. And Dev did this. So they asked Devin Sway asked Devin Haney the question. Bill Haney took over the interview. You know what I mean? Well, Dev see what it is. Dev is his own boss. And see, Dev is the youngest promoter in boxing. And Dev got ice, and Dev got diamonds. He got real diamonds on his teeth. And Tank Davis ain't got no diamonds like Dev got. And Dev is the youngest undisputed champion in the history of boxing in the Fort Bell era. And Dev got Big Booty Judy at the house. And his Big Booty Judy is finer than Tank Davis's Big Booty Judy. So, bro, Bill, I like Bill. I do like Bill Haney. I like Bill is funny to me. But go ahead.
Coach, I'm going to leave it like this. Coach, I got to be the neutral. I'm going to be the middleman in the table between Shakur and Devin. And we're going to squash this shit. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to get an airplane, a jet airplane, and we're going to get our asses to Baltimore. And we're going to do an intervention. We're going to do an intervention for Mr. Bobblehead, Tank Davis. We're going to go to his house. All three of us motherfuckers. And we're going to press conference going to be there. And we're going to tell him right in his face, Shakur, you say it first. Okay. You ain't the face of boxing. Devin, what you got to say? Yeah, and you ain't a top 10 pound for pound fighter. And guess what I'm going to say? Either pick or choose who you're going to fight first. Shakur Stevenson, the real GOAT at 135, or you're going to fight Devin Haney, the dream, which is going to bring you nightmares. What you got to say with that? D-Block, D-Town, DC, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
Shout out to D-Block. There's one question I want to have, right? Do you guys judge fighters by who really want to smoke? Like who calling out the big names and actually fighting the big names when they get them in the ring? Like does that hold weight as well? Like no, I want Inoue. I want Crawford. Or no, I want Spence. Or I want Haney. Or I want Shakur. Or I want this guy. Does that hold credit for like if you like the era that I came up in, right? Hold on. The era that I came up in, you had fighters like Marvelous Marvin Hagler, John the Beast Mugabe, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns. You had Pernell Whitaker, Oscar De La Hoya. You had Zuma Nelson, Salvador Sanchez before he passed away. You know what I mean? Rafa Benitez, Rafael Gomez. Tapia, Johnny Tapia. Those guys, they actively called out the top guys in their division and chased them down. James Lights Out Tony. And, and what I noticed about in this era, that's looked upon as clout chasing. And I'm like, how the fuck, if you want to fight, you're Roberto Duran, how the fuck, if you trying to fight the top dudes who have belts in your division, how is that clout chasing? So, bro, like, that's why it's a different fan base today. It's a different fan base today, bro. Like, that shit don't make no sense to me, and I never get it or understand it. Caller, what's the name where you calling from? This is the last call.
Hey, Coach, it's Jerry from Baltimore.
All right, Jerry, talk to me, fam.
Man, those are great points that you make. The fans have changed. When Thomas Hearns fought Ray Leonard the first time, the fan base was really split at each other's throats. I remember because I was coming up then. And just like the Spence Crawford fight, man, the fan base were at each other's throats, man. They were really split. However, Ray beat Tommy, but Tommy's fan base got bigger. It didn't get smaller. You see, the fans doubled down on him, and he was endeared because, it was a great fight. Yeah. Nowadays, the fans will throw you under the bus if you take one loss. Even if you get knocked down. Oh, he ain't got no chin. The fans are so critical. So when they see these fighters protecting their O or doing what they claim when they say they're protecting their O, you got to understand that's why. We live in a society, just what you were saying, is the fans have changed, man. The fans are too hard to please. They don't show loyalty to anybody, right? And that makes it hard on the fighter, right? Because he knows that. And I remind myself a lot of times when I see a boo-boo Andrade, who I've been critical of because I think he moves and runs too much. But I know that he hasn't been popular, and if he takes a loss, it's going to be bad for him. You know what I mean? He's going to go from being obscure to being totally obscure because he don't have much of a fan base as it is. So that's just one of the many, many things wrong with boxing. But I also wanted to tell you this. Now, I'm a Tank Davis fan. Tank Davis is right here from my hometown. He grew up 15 minutes from where I did. I'm a Tank fan. I bought all of his pay-per-views. But the straight-up reality is, and Leonard Ellerby tells people this. I don't know why. I was listening to a show last night. They're going all back and forth about who ducking who and Tank don't duck nobody. Come on, man. Ellerby tells you every time he gets in front of her camera, we're not fighting these guys. He don't mention them by name because Ellerby's not stupid. He's not going to mention them by name, but it's always in response to when they ask him about that Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez or any one of the guys, Shakur. These guys bring nothing to the table. Well, all them guys, minus Shakur, they've held all the lightweight titles at one time, or 3 or 4 at least, or if not 3 of them, they've had all of them. That's not exactly bringing nothing to the table. What he's talking about is what we know. They ain't going to bring the money. We're going to make the same money. By the time we pay them more money, we're going to make the same money hand-picking cats like we've been doing all along than we are fighting them guys. And Ellerby, I don't know what he's got to tell people for it to be clear. He's telling you this. And he'll tell you, this is a business. This is a business. All right. He keeps saying it. So the writing's on the wall. Tank ain't going to fight none of them guys.
All right, shout out to Jerry. Go ahead.
Let me just say lastly, and it's incumbent on Tank to make those fights. He's the linchpin. He's the cash cow. They can't make him an offer. Any one of them guys would fight him if the offer comes from his camp. But see what I'm saying? It's incumbent on him to make the fight. But anyway, thanks, Coach, for letting me get that off.
All right, shout out to Jared for being more. And see, this is the thing right here. See, this is why I can't put Tank on the pound for pound list. There's 2 reasons. There's 2 reasons. This is one of them.
And who's the next big star under Mayweather Promotions?
Ooh, we have quite a few young guns, as I say, and I don't want to leave any names out, but we have a great roster of young talent. And we've been very selective about what we're doing, you know. And again, because when you have, you know, an abundance of fighters, it's hard to kind of focus on. When a big fight is to be made, it has to make sense for both sides. No promoter or company is going to put their guy in an event with everything to lose and nothing to gain, especially when we're talking about this. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
I want to show you guys something. Everybody on this list chasing big fights, calling out the big names and chasing them and fighting them actively. Terrence Crawford, Inoue the Monster, Alexander Usyk, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Some would say he ain't fighting Boo Boo and all those guys, but we'll see who he fight next. Dimitri Bivol. Now, he ain't fought Beterbiev, and Beterbiev ain't fought him, but I don't think that have anything to do with neither one of them. That's, you know, WBC saying that because these guys are from Russia, they're not going to sanction this fight. Errol Spence, he finally fought Crawford, and he fought the other guys in this division, the other top guys in this division. Devin Haney, he fought George Kambosos, C-class fighter, but he fought Lomachenko in the lightweight division. Lomachenko fought pretty much. He ain't fought Tank, but that ain't his fault why he didn't fight Tank. Teofimo Lopez, he beat Lomachenko, beat Jose Pedraza, beat all of the top guys in the lightweight division. He didn't fight Devin Haney as of yet, and maybe they'll fight later on down the line. This guy right here don't call out none of the top guys. And he hasn't fought any of the top guys outside of Jose Pedraza back in the day, but he hasn't fought any of those top guys. This is now you're gonna have a hard time explaining that, convincing me of that. Do you get what I'm saying? That's one thing. That's one thing. Now you may say, Coach, you've been a little bit too critical. Devin Haney, Tank Davis has called those guys out. You know what I mean? Teofimo Tank Davis has called those guys out, and those guys didn't want the smoke. Oh yeah?
Me, the fans, we feeling like you not getting the best fights you supposed to. But we know Tank can fight anybody. Why is that? For me, we want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking all the top who they say is the 4 horsemen, and they anywhere around your weight class. We want to see it happen. When we gonna see it happen?
I'm not sure. I ain't got
that's
nothing to do with it. That was real shit.
That's some real shit.
I don't know. That's like,
how many times you don't went in there and said, I want these niggas, man?
to be honest, I ain't never said.
And the problem that I have is, if any of those top guys say they want to fight him, there's a barrage of guys on the internet, primarily out of Baltimore. They would say, oh, this dude clout chasing. He really don't want the fight. He want the money. Nigga, doesn't matter. If a dude want the money or not, doesn't matter. Do Tank want the fights? Marvin Hagler wanted the fights. You can't tell me that these guys, are you going to compare them to the Four Kings if they don't do what the Four Kings have done? I say this time and time again. Don't compare your fighters to Sugar Ray. Don't compare them to Duran. Don't compare them to Hearns. Don't compare them to Hagler if they're not doing what Sugar Ray, Hearns, Hagler, and Duran did. These guys ran to the smoke, wanted the smoke. In this era, just certain fighters, the criteria is different. So, I mean, it is what it is. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Hey, man, I got to call it the way I see it.
Hurting the group? I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group.
Nobody's bigger than the group.
Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Hey, let's get all the callers out the way, man. Shout out to D-Block 3 times. Hey, okay. I feel like D-Block called more than 3 times, but, you know, he might have been 4 times, but that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Coach Eddie 3 times. Hey, ATL. Okay. Shout out to Jamie from New York 2 times. Hey, okay. Shout out to M1 from the Bronx 2 times. Hey, okay. Shout out to Martin from Oakland 4 times. Hey, okay. Shout out to Wildfire from Killer Cali. Yay. Hey, okay. Shout out to Drew from LA. Hey, okay. Shout out to Joe from New Orleans. Hey, okay. Shout out to Jared from Tampa, T-time. Okay. Shout out to OP Gaming from Boston, 2 times. Hey, okay. I think he called 3 times too. But anyways, shout out to Rob Boy Fresh from DC. Hey, okay. Shout out to Ruben from Killer Cali. Hey, Hey, shout out to Sir Senior, man. Salute, fam. Shout out to Sir Senior. I'll salute you, fam. Hey, man, we got to get the lights. We got less than 300 lights. We got to get the lights over 300. Shout out to Uncle Jack from Minneapolis. Shout out to Shay from New York. Shout out to Mayo from the Shy. And shout out to Jared from B-More. Also, we got to get the cash apps out of the way. Shout out to Ahmed. And shout out to La Jessica. Also, who else we have in the building? We know we got to give a shout out to all of the tenderonis. This is a tradition that we do over here. Shout out to Abigail. Shout out to Summer in November. Shout out to Lisa Bales. Shout out to Passion for Beauty. Shout out to Elena. Shout out to Bless 365. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. Shout out to Sheila. Shout out to La Jessica. Shout out to Nick Rich. Shout out to Food Revolution. Shout out to Green Eyes P, the Duchess of Wisdom. Shout out to Letitia. Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Ebony 76. Shout out to Mimi 24. Shout out to Miss Connie. Shout out to Fee on the Tube. Shout out to Berenice Mendez. Shout out to Lita. Shout out to Tila. Shout out to the lovely Amina. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Felicia Williams. And shout out to Mo Easy. And salute to the goddess. It is what it is. So again, everybody's criteria is different. Let's look and see what the poll says. Let's end the poll. We have 471 people participated in this poll, and I will be taking a snapshot of this. Let me see. 471 people participated in this poll. Let's go right here. Out of the 471 people that participated in this poll, 51% says no. Listen, the question was, if Inoue becomes 2-time undisputed, will he become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world? Now, this how close this poll is. 51% said no, Inoue would not be pound-for-pound. 48% says yes, Inoue will become pound for pound #1. Now, I don't know what happened to the other 1%. I don't know. The other 1%, maybe it was a draw or something. I didn't have a draw in there. So I don't know. I don't know what kind of math that is. The math ain't mathing. You get what I'm saying? That ain't 100%. That's 99%. But that's neither here nor there. But so it's razor thin. It's razor thin, right? Let's give a shout out to everybody in the chat as well. Shout out to OP Gamer. Shout out to T Seals, ATL Stand Up, Uncle Jack in the building, Mike the Mobile Mechanic, Knockdown 305, L Harvey, OP Gamer, Jamie Rivera, True Culture. Shout out to Elena in the building, Cooker Sir Senior, Tommy Guns in the building. Shout out to The Natural. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. Shout out to Corey Bradley, PD Russell, the inevitable D Block, T Seals from the ATL. Man, it's a whole lot of people in here, man. If you've been sitting there watching the show, hate watching, didn't want to hit the like button, we ain't gonna do Riley. We gonna say, AB, tell them what to do.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut
to
that
win.
soft. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
If you ain't got a boxing criteria, if your criteria for who the best fighter is based on purses, lip gloss, fingernails, skinny jeans, if you judge whether a fighter have skinny jeans, how many cars he got, how much money he have, how popular he is on social media, if you use that as an argument to justify why your fighter should be on the pound for pound list, talk to him.
Don't ever come by here. Okay?
If your fighter don't want the smoke, if you got a fighter who pulling up on dudes, but he got a gang of fans that's dissing the guy who want the smoke, sure enough, get him.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
If you are talking trash about a fighter that's ducking and cherry picking when the fighter that you love is ducking and cherry picking like the other fighter that you accused of doing that, Floyd, talk to him.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to like me. When I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
If you are an internet gangster riding around the internet sending gun emojis at people, talking gangster. OG Pretty Thug. Talk to him.
Nigga, I'm talking face on the bro short. Boy. Lights out, you hear me? Clap on, clap off. Okay. You got me fucked up, cuz.
If your fighter is on your pound for pound list because he cute, got dimples, got a guy liner, and he have a lot of fans on TikTok and Instagram, this is for you.
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also, yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
Probably fuck.
If you want to put a fighter in jail because he's calling your favorite fighter out, and like James likes our Tonys and the Marvelous Marvin Haglers and the Sugar Ray Leonards and Robinsons and the Archie Moores and the Nicolino Loche and all those guys, if you mad because your fighter is getting called out by the other top guys, you need to be in jail.
You sound like a bitch. Bitch. Man, I ain't worried about jail. Shit, man, I don't give a damn about going to jail. Nigga, take me to jail.
Take me to jail.
Shit, lock me up.
Lock me up.
Throw away the key.
Throw away the key.
If you say that a fighter is clout chasing, that's a high skill fighter because he want to fight one of the top guys in the weight division, and you said no, my fighter don't need to fight him. He clout chasing. Lord have mercy.
Man, who this little young whippersnapper running all up into my combo? Look at you. You're all wet behind your ears. Breath smelling like Similac. Man, you better go on home before you get your little thick ass tossed up.
This show was dedicated to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
If your criteria for pound is based on how popular your fighter is, how much ice he got, how much alcohol he drinks, how many bottles he's popping, and if he's popular and litty in the hood, this is for you. It is what it is, man.
I smell something, man. You smell something? I
definitely smell something in my hair.
I smell
pussy.
A fighter like this, even though this wasn't a real fighter, but a fighter like this, boy, would not stand a chance today. The fans would eat him up and destroy him.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair been messing in my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
If you are a tenderoni and you tired of the fugaziness and you looking for a real man, I got one for you.
Hey, woman. Hey, woman. Listen here. Since your old man ain't got no heart, maybe you'd like to see a real man. I bet you stay up late every night dreaming you had a real man, don't you? I tell you what, bring your pretty little self over to my apartment tonight, and I'll show you a real man.
If you really want the smoke, like my dog Jamal the Hitman Charlo, y'all know what to do.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Bello.
If you are the #1 contender and you tired of the champion ducking you, you know what to do.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro-hand.
If you like fighters that want the smoke and that's a knockout artist, talk to him, Jamel.
Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
If you get in the ring with in the biggest fight of your career and you ran like a chicken, but then when the fight was over with, you went to hollering about, yeah, I'm proud of my performance and I did good. You ain't had a scratch on your face. You didn't make not one effort to fight except for the 5th round, and you ran the entire fight. Jamel Charlo, talk to him.
I'm proud of myself, took a chance. My head is held high. I am proud of myself. I've done an awesome job for Lions Only. And my crew and my team, and, it's about being great, and I'm already a legend in boxing. Hopefully y'all put me in the Hall of Fame. I don't know who the hell controls that, but I deserve it.
If you are a tenderoni in the chat and you looking for a black African-American stud, that's a Mandingo warrior from Philly, I got somebody for you.
And by the way, ladies, and I'm telling you the God's honest truth,
By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I had a dream, and spirit confirmed to me in the dream that I'm supposed to have 2 wives. And since it came to me in my dream, it is official and it is authentic. It was approved by the heavens. They will not be the same complexion, because I don't want to be accused of being a light-skinned supremacist or a dark-skinned supremacist.
Ladies, if you want a man who will have titties, because sometimes you may have a child and you don't feel like breastfeeding your child because you're tired, you've been working all day, but a man with titties can help you take over those breastfeeding duties, I got somebody for you.
Throwing that loosey-goosey all over, it's going to get messy like that.
You know, I just want to throw that out there, just in case. You get what I'm saying? If you a lady and you tired of these old soft cream corn ass niggas, talk to me.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
If you a fighter and you want to come over here to Nick Sack Promotions and fight some real competition, we got somebody for you. Oh, pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, finna knock one of you what kind of niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at that nigga, finna knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want all the smoke. Nigga, I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook. Nigga, check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got your backing up, nigga. I got your backing up. Nigga, watch that check left foot, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. Hey, did y'all see them 2 knockdowns? Boy, doggone Hippity had no drop buddy 2 times. He jumped back up and still with the throwing them paws. This is the type of fights that we put together over here at Nick Sack Promotions.
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play. We don't play. You ain't heard, they be tripping. We be tripping. So they swerving on. No faking and no snitching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust.
I'm just saying, we ain't ducking no smoke over here now. We ain't ducking no smoke over here. You feel me?
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No, I ain't saying
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I tell you something. Money, you know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
You know, I just gotta throw that out there. I gotta throw that out there, man. Now, if you don't want to say anything about certain fighters because you don't want to offend a certain fan base, all you gotta do is plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
And again, if you didn't like what people said on the show, who they got their pound for pound, there's nothing wrong with that. You ain't gotta like it, but you better respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
And before we end the show, we gotta say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, Mr. Al Haney.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican Monster.
And since Devin Haney has moved up to his second weight division, he's in the process of fighting Regis Prograis. Devin Haney is on a media tour right now promoting his fight. It's only fair that we do this for the town. Hey man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my sister Bless. Shout out to Brady 12. Shout out to True Culture. Shout out to Eric Young. Salute to you, my brother. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to Tony Sir Wright. Shout out to Sir Senior. Surfing with Sir Senior. Shout out to Bless 365. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. Shout out to OP Gamer. Salute to my sister Mimi. Shout out to Laura Blue. Shout out to Uncle Jack. Salute to you, fam. PD Russell. Nelly Content. Swift 718. The Natural. Salute to you. Who else we got in the building? I want to make sure I get everybody. Shout out to L. Harvey. Knockdown 305. Jason Follower of Christ. Shout out to Corey Bradley. Corey, salute to you, fam. Shout out to Food Revolution. Well, I gave a shout out to all of the Tenderonis anyways. Shout out to Tommy Guns in the building. Who else we got? I gave a shout out to all of the Honey Dip, so we good. Tommy Guns. Eric Young in the building. Salute to you, my brother. You know, man, just keep following the sport, Eric. Don't give up on the sport. Don't give up on the sport, Eric. Just keep, it's good to have healthy dialogue. We gonna talk, and we gonna talk trash over here. You know how we do it. We gonna talk trash. We gonna debate, and then guess what? We gonna do it all over again tomorrow. Hey, shout out to School of Ace, man. I got a headache, man. I'm feeling bad right now, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Y'all kind of got my spirits up a little bit. It is what it is, man. Once again, this song is that boy, Coach Malachi Williams, signing out. 2 minutes today, USA Boxing. I'm gonna see you guys on the B-side. It's only fair that we go out like this. Hey, man, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I got to go lay down, man. My head hurt, man. I ain't feeling good at all, dog. I got to try to shake this off for tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, man, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. Also, sign up for the newsletter. It's pinned to the top of the chat. That's so anytime I go live, drop a video, you will receive an email or a text message letting you know that I dropped the video. Because, YouTube, you know how YouTube be tripping, dog. YouTube don't always send out the notifications. So it really, really helps when we go live and get our views up, okay? See you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.